Yes, peace, man. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night to the 3-point collectors, Liverpool. Listen, I've seen so many people have their say about it. Big up to all the callers last night on the calling show. It was a really good calling show, to be fair. But yeah, everyone's just happy with the 3 points, man. Obviously, we love a performance as well, but we'll let it go for the time being. We've got so many different topics to chop up today, guys. So bear with us. We're going to try and chop up as many of those topics as possible throughout the stream. So sit back, chill, settle down, get your cup of tea, whatever you need. And then we'll get the show going, man. But first and foremost, guys, there's a poll in the chat. We normally do our mental health check-in as well. Make sure, just check in on the people to make sure everyone's feeling good, everyone's feeling healthy. If there's anything you're going through, let us know, man. We'll chop it up as well, man. It is what it is. But Zen Savage is in the building. I don't know if we were Zen yesterday, Sav, when we conceded that second goal. But I big up to Honesty as well, because he clipped it. Joke, man. I saw it on X.
yeah, he clipped it. So big up Dr. Blick and that as well, because he timestamped underneath the video. So yeah, big up, man.
Nah, big up to the man then. But Sav, how are you, man, before we get cracking, man?
Good, man. Good, bro. You get me? Yeah, you the vibes, bro. I needed to mash up my air fryer this morning. But apart from that.
How do you mash up an air fryer, bro? I think it's like one of the most easy. Sorry, now go on. You can say.
Because I forgot what I was doing at the air fryer, innit? So now I know. I went to clean.
Yeah, the bench at the air fryer.
Yeah, I went to clean it. I wanted to give it an extra clean, innit? I cleaned it last night, but I wanted to give it an extra clean because OCD and that, bro. But then I forgot what I was there for, so I turned it on, and then I was like, because I got the the air fryer sheets in there, so it stays clean.
Yeah.
So, and then I was like, what's the smell? Opened it, bro. The air fryer sheet is in the top of it. It's just burning up, bro.
Nice. If you decided to go and have a nap, you might have disappeared off the planet.
Yeah, it would have been
curtains, bro.
Yeah, man. But apart from that, yeah, man, my day started early, man. So, yeah, good so far. Chilling. Got some work done. Training, of course. Yeah, man. You know the vibes, bro. What are you saying now, you?
Good, bro. I can't lie, man. Do you know what? I don't even think I got enough sleep yesterday, because I felt like I went to bed late, but then I woke up really early. I don't know, bro. Like, my body clock is kind of... But I think it's my own fault, because I should structure my... Well, I do structure my day very well. It's just the sleeping time I need to get better, because I know sometimes I go through stages. I think I told you before, where I'll have it down to a T where I know, right, at this time I'm going to bed. But then for the last few days, because I've got different shows I like watching in it. So I mean, like getting caught up watching those. And I'm like, yeah, one more. Then I go, yeah, one more. And by the time I look, it's like 2 a.m. I'm like, yeah, this ain't a good time to go sleep.
Why you try to do the opposite thing? Try and take the shows that you was staying up for to do next, and then watch them in the morning.
But then I stream in them, so that's the thing. So we obviously we stream in the morning, in it. So that's but in the morning I've got so many different jobs I got to do in the house, outside of the house, and obviously I coach. So I've got these little things they're not little, but I've got to get these things out of the way so I can stream, and then I can then operate around my day. But today, I think today's an okay day to kind of get everything done. But then I've got another stream I got to do at 9, but it's on another channel. Sunshine's channel. So yeah, but say if I finish that at 10, then yeah, it's just the bedtime in it, trying to get to sleep at the right time, man. But in all good, man. I can't complain, man. I can't complain. Big up to everyone in the chat though, man. Scraps, Honesty in the building, Quinton in the building, Liz. Hope you're resting, Liz, and getting recovered.
Big up, Liz, man. Big up, man. Hope you're all Liz. You better be resting in that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. Big up to the Discord team, man. Riz, I think that's how you pronounce it. Graven, big up to Graven. Man said, did you think Curtis? I swear I saw a comment from you yesterday saying you think Curtis. Was it Curtis? No, Sobo, you said play well. One of the two you said played really well. But big up, man. Big up Scottish Bear in the building, Trudon in the building as well, Jarquez in the building, Song 4K. Yesterday I was watching the Bayesian lot, bro, and they were scared to put Mo in the rubbish category, innit? But they did in the end, because obviously I was in the chat trying to cause havoc as always. See, that's how late I was up. I even caught their show. That's what I'm saying. Bad Row in the building as well. Big up Honesty as well. Been a member for 15 months. Hey, my guy, man. Love the support, bro. Love for the love, man. Savage got the best reaction, bar none. And they need to be put up the Mandem reaction on the compilation videos they do after the games. We've been on a few though, but I never really anything of it. I'll send this to Sav. Say, oh, Sav, look at this.
Yeah,
but yeah, we never really.
Yeah, hold on a minute, man. 15 months. Brother, how has the time gone that quick? I remember when you started memberships, bro. That don't feel like it's 15 months ago.
It's 15 months ago.
It feels like it's about 6 months ago.
15 months ago. Right, that's mad.
You've been Hollywood then for a bit, then? Man.
No, listen, we're not Hollywood yet, bro. We're like right now. You know when you first moved to Hollywood and you're trying to make it big. That's where we're at the moment. We're trying to make it big. We're trying to get in the right doors. We're trying to knock certain things in it, but you gotta wait, man. Our time will come, man. Our time when and no one's gonna stop it. Promise you that.
Come on.
But big up Honesty nonetheless, bro. Who else? Big up to Jerry in the building as well. Finally saw things last night. Days at the start of the calling was hilarious. Top red, you know. All right, Jerry. I hear you, bro. I hear you. I ain't no top red. No, actually, I'd rather be a top red instead of a bottom red.
Yeah, bottom red's crazy still.
Yeah, I'd rather be a top red than a bottom red. But look, we got a few topics to chop up. We'll get through them as quickly as we can, see what you guys think as well. So keep throwing your comments in as well. Keep liking the video. We're close to the 5K. I think we're only like 40 off of it now, something like that. So you already know, like, we'll get there as long as you guys keep sharing and liking and doing all that great stuff as well. Sav, one of the comments, bro, because obviously you know I love the trolling comments. One of the comments, you know what? You, Jerry, and G gets cooked the most in the comments after the video. So for this one, man said, yo, Sav don't watch football. I can clearly see don't watch football. But obviously the man them was in there, not the man them from our team. It was in there, said, this is one thing I definitely disagree with. Just because man don't share your same foot. I was like, I don't need to say nothing.
Who commented?
I can't remember the name, bro.
What video? The one with which one?
Might have been the last one, maybe the one before. No, it can't be the last one because it weren't the calling, it weren't the. But yeah, it cracked me up, man. The you man get a lot of stick, bro. I can't
That's fine, man. I'm gonna find that person's comment, bro, because then I'm gonna find their mom on Facebook, bro, and then your mom's getting comments, bro. So just know that, bro. Your mom and your sister, bro, IP address is getting tracked down.
But Isak, bro. Isak. We watched yesterday a Liverpool team play this so-called Isak tug of war, this Isak war zone, battle zone, whatever it is. The winner takes all. The Newcastle fan tried to push. Most of the media tried to push it as well. Who would get Isak by the end of it? They all been trying to cook us. Henri come out last night. I love these comments as well. Similar to what Michael Owen said as well. When it comes to players that they don't want or underperforming, they want to sell him, and the player don't want to leave. No one cares then. Just push them out the back door and say you have to find a club. But when it's someone that's good and they want to leave, now all of a sudden it's the player's fault and it looks bad on the player. So I love what Henri said as well. If you guys haven't seen it, check it out and check out what Michael Owen said as well, man. So now it was really interesting. But Sav, we've got 6 days left. We watched our team yesterday, and we'll get to the recap of the game, but we watched our team yesterday, and we can see that there's holes and gaps and deficiencies that we need. The two players right now, personally, I think everyone's kind of along the same line is Isak and Guehi, bro. Yeah. What do you think, bro? Do you think this is even? I know I've asked you before in terms of is he coming? You kind of doubt, and I get it. I get the reasons why, but if we don't, Sav, and we'll get to the main guy at the moment, we'll get to that guy in a sec. But if we don't, for me personally, I don't think the team's strong enough to go and win the league if we don't get these two players in. Because I looked at the bench yesterday and it looked a bit.
Yeah, I don't. That's what I said yesterday. I don't. This is not the same season as it was the previous season. When we started that season, me and you both said Liverpool can win the league. That was based on flops last season and how far we got. We just last 8 games and that it went a bit off. So I was like, yeah, a little tweaking and that we'll be fine. Things have changed since then. We got new signings since then. I think you've made the team weaker in some aspects. I don't need people to keep telling me the reasons why people left. I'm just telling you that the team's weaker, bro. I don't care why Diaz left. He's gone, bro.
Yeah.
And, you know, people get, oh yeah, Diaz wanted to leave. I heard different, bro. I heard from the source directly, bro. So, me and you both heard from the same sort, bro.
The source, yeah.
And that was before he left, bro. That was before, and he was the talk. What we heard then was he definitely wants to stay, and he don't want to go to Saudi Arabia or anything like that. So, all right. Yeah, the depth is not only is it probably not strong enough, it doesn't look like the gaffer wants to use them anyway. So because he doesn't want to use them, it's like he doesn't care to use them in the right way. If that makes sense, you know what I mean? He just throw them on in a panic instead of like actually. When there's like 20 minutes, half an hour left of a game, you can think and strategically put people on. When there's a panic and there's 5 minutes left of a game, what do you expect him to do? Then you're just looking at pure star power and ability, what they can do on their own, which is what we got yesterday. It's like none of that was down to no. I might be being disrespectful. It weren't down to slot, bro. You took too long to bring the subs on, if anything. So that's what happens, and then you get them performances where people will naturally say, "Oh, what did Harvey do, and what did Kaiser do, and what?" And I'm like, "What do you expect him to do when one team's trying to kill us at the end of a game and we're all in defense? What are you expecting to see on the stat sheet, bro?" That guy goes for real as well, bro. Like you hung him out to dry, really. It's just that the kid's so good. So, yeah, man, I think, like I said to you yesterday, I don't think it's the personnel of Isak and Guehi. I just think I do think it's those two positions, though, more than anything, maybe, or an attacker and a defender. It doesn't have to be those particular two. Someone of the same quality of Guehi around that level, that's fine. I only spoke to you and honestly just in the chat when I said that Akanji's Palace are putting for Akanji.
Yeah,
I'd have a Kanji, bro. It's cold, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm saying it's the same level. And then for the striker, he doesn't need to be Isak. He just needs to be able to put the ball in the back of the net. But as you know, the way we play, are you even going to create chances for him?
Yeah, our striker yesterday, and there was a topics I want to get into as well.
Yeah, I'll wait for
our striker yesterday had one shot, by the way, guys. We created one chance for him. So even I know, obviously, getting a Guehi in, I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. You definitely need another centre back in there because one, you don't know what the reliability of Gomez is. Two, Leone's a young player. You don't know if he's ready yet unless he gets the opportunity to play. And then you're sticking with Virgil and Konate. They can't play every damn game in the Premier League and the Champions League and in the Cup. So you're going to need rotation there.
Yeah.
So I think that makes sense. The attacking side, we need another striker because every time the striker goes off, we don't look like the same team. We look so like the contrast of having the striker on to having the striker off is too wildly too wide of the mark for me. It's too like if the striker comes off and you're like, okay, the team looks a bit more defensively structured and we're trying to whatever, but it just looks like everyone gets confused about what's going on next. So these two players are vitally important with 6 days left in the market.
Yeah.
Question is, chat, man, do we get it done, man? Like now we're in the business end. We don't play now until Sunday. So you can prep for the game, training, all that stuff. But we have a period now where there's no game in the middle of the week for distractions. There's no obligation for other things. It's literally just transfer business and prep for the next game. Can we get this done, chat? These two across the line and maybe even one more if we think, can we get it done? Yes or no? That'll be interesting to see what you guys think.
And before you move, what do you think about the transfer window as a whole? Like take away, because I guess the excitement was up early because Liverpool started to do work early, and they didn't only start to do work early; they started to spend money. That what like the finger like Frimpong and all that was pretty much done before the season was over. Like it was going to happen, so it seemed like it came quick. The Kerkez one seemed like it was going to happen the whole time anyway. The Vert one didn't, and it came out of left field, bro. So like, if I'll just use like you and the chat. If you can cast your mind back to the start of the transfer window, take Vert out because none of us thought that Vert was ever going to get.
Yeah, that's true. Because even our conversation, I thought it was already at Bayern. Yeah,
remind me in it. What wasn't the consensus when you did them shows? And it's like, what do we need? Wasn't it a left back, a centre back, a DM, and a striker?
Yeah,
that's what everybody asked for. We did the show. But we lost the centre back, so we just replaced it with another one.
Yeah.
So that doesn't count, really, until you get another one in.
Yeah.
We didn't get a DM.
No.
we got 10 instead of a DM. What none of us asked for a 10, they asked for a DM. But okay, I'm not saying that they don't have to base the team on us. I'm just saying no one was asking for a 10. If anything, most of us saying plays the Bosla in the double pivot and put McAllister in the 10. But the left wing, no, the striker, we got Ekitike, but obviously we lost Jota and Nunes.
Yeah.
So you've lost out there more than anything. They can't do nothing about Jota, obviously. So if you just say Ekitike is Nunes' replacement, there's a spot there what you haven't filled. Chiesa was already part of this team, by the way. And then the left back, you did get another one, but now we've still got 2 other ones in the team. So we've got 3 left backs. And then the right back is a must because Trent left, but we already had Bradley. So I'm asking, man, again, is this transfer window gas because of how it started? And now, if it finishes how it is currently, it's kind of just,
Because when I was getting excited, bro, in terms of like the signing, Virgil, you know, like one of the players I think is cold, yeah. In my mind, I was envisioning in and around the players that we currently have. So I'm like, if he comes in, there's not too much. Obviously, I knew we are going to have to get rid of players. I didn't want to sell like a bag load of players. And maybe I do the sentimental thing at sometimes like, oh, we'll keep him. But that's just me looking at a player's quality and go, right, there's games where you can come and show your quality. I wanted to keep Diaz in the team. You want, like, everyone wanted to kind of, well, say us guys when we had the conversation wanted to keep him in the team because I think we're stronger with him than without him. So I'm like, at least I know the left side is pattern. We got Gakpo there and Diaz. I'm happy there. You put a 10 in there, I'm like, cold. You still got Mo. And then in my mind, I'm like, get someone to be the backup to Mo. Or someone that can push him or he like learn from him, but also get minutes and play. That was in my mind. The right back, as you said, we couldn't have done nothing about it. Trent wanted to leave, so we had to go and get in. Frimpong for me, I was like, yeah, cold. I really, really like the player. Left back, everyone was like, Robbo and Tsimikas ain't it? No problem. They both obviously helped win us a Premier League, but obviously we need to upgrade for the future. Cool, Kerkez comes in, no problem. But now, because we've kind of like thinned the squad out, Diaz is gone. We'll have a conversation about the back line, but Kwanzaa then left. Who else would I say that? Like, all the players are in my mind. Well, Nunes left, which I think everyone kind of was happy with anyway, so that's fair. But then losing Jota the way we lost him, it's just like the squad for me just feels depleted when it shouldn't feel depleted. It should have felt like the team went from strength to strength, but now I feel like and that's why even though it sounded like I was joking in the last stream, I kind of do mean, I think we're actually doing a rebuild.
Don't start this again, bro.
I have to tell you how the way we are getting rid of players and the way we're signing players, that doesn't say to me this team is building for like now, even though the names and the money that we're spending makes it seem that way. But I'm looking at that, you're asking for too much. You're asking for Wirtz to hit the ground running. You're asking for Ekitike to just come out of nowhere and hit the ground running in the Premier League, which he has, to be fair. You're asking for Kerkez to come into a new team, adapt into a new style, and just hit the ground running, even though it's Premier League proven. You're asking for Bradley, which I pushed for. Me and Cab said, nah, the players don't give him the opportunity. You're asking for Bradley to step in for Trent and give us the whole season and play. And then you're asking for Frimpong to then come in and hit the ground running as well. You're asking for Wirtz to hit the ground running as well. But then you're taking out players like a Luis Diaz from the left-hand side, which gives you stability over there. You haven't given Mo any backup, but you're keeping the player that no one actually wanted in Chiesa. We have one striker, but we need another striker. You've got midfielders in there, but then with the midfielders in there, everyone flip-flops between the players they really like and the players that they think is the best combination. So the team just feels all over the place, and that's probably why we ain't getting the performances that we're looking.
I'm never gonna like.
That's why I said it's a rebuild, Saber.
I'm never gonna forgive the Diaz thing. I honestly, bro, I swear, man, it makes no sense.
A rebuild, bro.
And if take this game yesterday, we won anyway, so whatever.
Yeah.
But when them subs have been made, the difference could have been. Obviously, this is obviously not Jota, but you get my point. Say Gakpo still started.
Yeah.
The sub would have been Jota, Diaz, and Rio. It's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's not man are warming up and we're worried. That's like it's fucked for Newcastle now.
Yeah.
That's the This is what I'm saying. That's the difference. You see how quick it changes, bro. It literally would. Or if Diaz started, it would have been Gakpo, Jota, and Rio in an attacking sense to change the game. I'm just saying, man. I'm not. The transfer window is going to be done soon, and I'm sure when it's done, we can have a proper show and talk about how good the transfer window was. But like when you just replace, you can never replace like for like. So of course you replacing. Brad is already in the squad, and
Yeah,
with him over Trent. You're never gonna replace Trent's creativity, but that's fine. You don't need your right back to do that. If you've got midfield to do that, you went and brought £160 million Cam in it to do that role. So now that Trent thing should be gone. It don't matter. He's gonna have to be that guy. Obviously, he didn't have to cost that much, but that's what comes with being the best in your position or one of the best in your position.
I'll look at right. I'll get to Alex.
Because if you man actually think that like Kerkez,
I'll get to this up and then. So big up to Alex for the super chat. So far, starting 11 is a 9 out of 10 transfer window, but the squad transfer window is a 0 out of 10 so far. 2 attackers and a defender changes that. Changes that thought. Changes that though. Sorry. Yeah, I think it will change it, but that's because you make the squad stronger. The 11 isn't bad. I think it's good enough to win games of football, obviously.
Yeah.
But then they're not. There's times in the last season where the bench was required. Harvey had to come off the bench. Diaz at times had to shift inside, and then Cody had to come on. Whatever. Nunes had to come on. Jota had to, like, people came on and made differences within games for us last season. Even from the left back, that Rhodes taking Tsimikas or putting Robbo on, or Robbo off for Tsimikas, whatever way. Bradley coming on for Trent with a lot more energy and just to lock the game up for us. Midfield, Endo coming on. So yeah, like, the team is strong to win games of football, but what we're asking for, what I think most Liverpool fans want, is a Premier League and a Champions League. This squad as it stands isn't strong enough to go and compete in all fronts. So if we end this window, and we're just going off the worst case scenario, obviously. The best case scenario is we get 2 attackers, exactly what Alexander is saying here. Get 2 attackers, 1 defender, and we're cooking. But worst case scenario, guys, we go into the season with what we've got. And if what we got, the 11 can't get the game done, and you look to the bench, it's not strong enough to get us wins. It's not strong enough to change games.
Okay, listen.
Love for the super chat, by the way, man.
Appreciate it. The super chat. And not asking anyone to agree with me. So before anyone starts getting mad at me, shut up and just allow me, bro. You was a big advocate for Tsimikas, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying I wasn't. I'm just saying I know you was vocally in that. You see Carnival Kerkez blood?
Save it.
No. Oh,
he's one of them. He's one of them. Save Carnival Kerkez is mad. Save that, because that's mad. Why are you giving the man so many trademarks, bro?
You already know Carnival Kerkez, twerkers and that, bro. You get me? Dagger, 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 dagger. You know what I'm talking about, bro. Wine with it. Hot fuck with it. That Kerkez, bro. You already know, bro.
That Kerkez is crazy. But listen, from these guys, we need to get the as Alexander just said, we need to get some players in, bro, before the end of the window. And the thing is, it started off well, but the names were the ones, the money we spent was the vibe part in it, where everyone's like, oh, the team is looking, and even I think the team is good, but the squad isn't good. The 11 is. I think the 11 can win games. Gakpo, Ekitike, Salah, and then whatever combination you decide to throw in the midfield, you have your pick, guys, and your back line. I think if everyone's fit, I think we're calm. But it's about when games are getting tough, and you look on the bench, and then Man City and Arsenal, and because these are the 2 teams we will say we're going to compete for a league title standpoint. Obviously, Chelsea's got some players as well, whatever. But those are the 2 over the years. You're like, okay, those are the 2 with a strong squad. When they can pull off, like for an example now, an Eze off the bench, and we have to rely on Real, which we think Real's cold anyway. But then The disparity is one's got loads of Premier League experience and code. One is on his way as a rising star. But there's not, do you know what I mean? Where before it used to be Diaz off the bench, Cody off the bench, Jota, Nunes, whether you like them or dislike them. But there was players that you could bring off the bench from an attacking sense. And you're like, oh, so if these three are working, throw these three man on. Now, it's Chiesa, Elliott. Those are our attacking options, guys. Chiesa, Elliott, and Rio.
It's the thing is, it's not even just that as well. Like, you're gonna hear this quite a lot today, so sorry, apologize to people, but it's not just that. It's the gaffer don't know what to do with them. So it's not like that. It's not basically down to their ability, because I've seen Harvey save us bare times, bro. I've seen him do that bare time. Like, even if it's just an assist, I've seen him do it loads of times off the bench. So it's not his ability, bro. But if you're just, as I'm gonna say it again, bro, if you're just throwing man on in a panic all the time, bro, that's the only time he wants to bring him on the pitch, bro. In a panic, bro. What are you
using him?
The team we're playing against had 10 men. They looked like they had more men than us. And when you brought these men on, everything was in our half, bro. It was all damn burn and goal kicks, bro. Tell me I'm wrong. It's all Pope and damn burn, bro. And so in that position, you tell me what, even if you brought them on at the right time, what are they meant to do? What do you expect Rio, Harvey, and Chiesa to do when all they're doing is pumping the ball long? What do you want them to do? Nothing.
It can't do nothing anyway because you're a defender.
Exactly, bro. So it ended up being down to their own brilliance to get stuff done, innit? So when he put Chiesa on against Bournemouth, did Slot's tactics get Chiesa that goal?
Nah.
And did Slot's tactics get Rio this goal?
No. It's just football, man. The man them started actually playing football. But listen, apparently as well, the owners obviously for Newcastle was at the game, and I was reading the Craig Hopes his post around it. So he was saying that they went and met Alexander Isak at his home.
They went to his yard.
Right. They're trying a last-ditch attempt to try and keep him at Newcastle, to give him a new contract with a promise maybe to leave in the future. But I hope he's made it clear because I think with that final meeting, I hope Isak went, nah, I'm all right.
I agree. That was the final meeting, bro.
Yeah, let me move. Let me move. Give me the opportunity to go and play somewhere else and do my thing. So fingers crossed. That was it, man.
You know how mad that is when your ring doorbell goes off, you look through and it's just bare shakes and that walking at your driveway. Like seriously, bro. You might think you're a bad man until you look through and you're like, oh shit, bro. What do you do? Do you invite people around so you feel safe? Just in case but I'm sure he'd have had his agent if he's there on his own, bro, man, I'm
gonna try and intimidate man now. Because
man are trying to intimidate you and that if I'm on my own and that.
Yeah, you know, like, yo, why are you moving? Like, why are you not just staying, bro? Like,
you know that one where they slap the contract and push it across the table. Don't talk. You know the one to just slap a contract on the table, push it across, and take the pen out in a pocket. Just click it. Yeah, big man.
I'm this big man.
Yeah, do the right thing, big man. It's like, you see what happened to the last striker who tried this? Nah, exactly, blood. He's not around anymore. Sign it.
Bro. Big up the attackers over the super chat. With slot tactics, isn't Guehi a better fit at left back? Not at left back, bro. But in terms of that's why we say move to a back three. Like, hear me out. Move to a back three, then we don't have to worry about that. Shift your back three, play him, Konate, and Virgil at the back. All right, Sav, allow it. I know, but love for the super chat, by the way.
No, big up, man. I was actually trying to compute what you're saying because you said left back, and so I was confused. But if he means left,
because obviously the inverted stuff in it, Guehi is probably better suited to do the inverted.
He's better on the ball. Yeah, I agree.
But Liverpool leave it late, Sav. Yesterday, man. Liverpool leave it late to win the game. Just an overview because the players. I want to chop up individual players as it is, but why did we make the game harder than what it needed to be, bro? We were 2-0 up. They had 10 men cruising, bopping the ball around, and 2 set pieces later, we're scrambling to get a result. And in Liverpool fashion, we end up getting the win.
Yeah.
That's 2 weeks now in a row where we just gave up goals, bro. Just giving up goals to teams that don't even deserve the goals.
Yeah. I mean, obviously I have to caveat the opinion with the fact that we won the game. Yeah. Everything I say is going to sound like, why are you saying that when we won? But, okay. Eddie Howe out-tacted him. He done it again, bro. done that mid block thing, and bro, me and you saw this like there was 5 men across that line, and Liverpool couldn't get through it at all, bro. They couldn't. I've never seen anything like that, bro. Like they couldn't get through. We got pinned at the halfway line. Have you ever seen that before? They get pinned at the halfway line. I've seen people get pinned in their own box. It's pinned at the halfway line, and the only person who was showing for the ball was Vert, and they didn't want to give it him. So what happened? Virgil and Konate kicked it over everyone's head. And that's fine if you're not playing against someone like Newcastle, where it's Dan Burn and shut there, just waiting to receive the ball. That's all they want you to do, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you I don't know how many times Dan Burn headed the ball yesterday. It must have been a lot. And cleared the ball and all that business. So you fell into that tactic. Oh, of course, they tried to bully us straight away, that was expected because that's what they do. And they were way more intense than us. We spoke before the game saying that the passing needs to be top level if you're going to play like against these teams. And it wasn't. It was poor. And yeah, man, it seemed a bit lifeless. It seemed a bit flat. There was no creativity going on. And as I said, the one person who would provide that for you just didn't want to give him the ball between the lines. So we got caught out. And then Newcastle just knew what they were doing. Now, luckily, Szoboszali was at right back. So every time they tried to hit it over to Harvey Barnes, he was just there. He was just there ready.
Why do you think we struggle with playing the ball between the lines, bro, when teams set up like that? Because you're right. We had obviously a conversation yesterday, and when they say a man's watching TV with blindfolds on or they're back to the TV, that was prime example from that conversation.
Yeah.
Bertz was showing for the ball so much time, but none of our players, apart from Gravenberch, played the ball through the lines to him. Like, and sometimes I'm looking at, obviously, we don't get to see from ground level, from player angle and views, right?
Yeah.
So even though we're seeing it from that side-on view from the TV, we can see gaps, but is the gaps really there? They're creating the right angles. Obviously, we don't have the player's view. But I'm watching it going, so none of our midfielders wanted to play a line-breaking pass. Like, because if we played that pass, it would have been a back 4 versus our 3 or 4 players attacking. But we just kept going side to side, waiting, and they're just standing there. They're not marking players. They're just shifting their formation side to side. It's not like they're marking players and stopping Florian Wirtz or stepping on Ekitike's toes or whatever. They're just, okay, they're not going to be able to pass it through here. They're not passing it through here.
Yeah. Okay, so Song just said in the chat, he said, I wonder if the midfield hesitated to the risk the passes because of Slot. When I didn't watch the whole game back, but when I saw the longer extended highlights, it looked like an instruction, bro, because it's not like where it's a tiny gap and you're unsure if you can get it through. I'm watching big gaps and they're looking at Wirtz in his face, bro, and going over his head. It's like they're trying to beat the mid block by kicking it over them. But the outlets are Gakpo and Salah, bro, and one of them ain't doing anything, bro, and the other one is getting bullied. He's getting kicked up by Trippier. Because if you watch it, that's why Trippier commits so many fouls in the first half, because they keep trying to beat the mid block by kicking it over their head to Gakpo. And by the time he controls it, by the time he brings it out of the sky, there's somebody at his feet, bro, trying to kick him. And you got Trippier and Elanga, and then they make the break, and then that's when Elanga kept running that Kerkez blood. You get me? So it did seem like I can't prove it, obviously, but the facts remain. I saw Gravenberch do it once between the lines, and apart from that, the rest of the midfield didn't try it. It can be a coincidence, but I don't know.
Is it okay? So we wanted a player like a Zubimendi, so maybe that's the type of player. The reason why we wanted to have that type of player. So when we put our foot on the ball and they go into that mid block, then we can play between the lines. But we have played like these are not like when people sign particular players, right? There is players that's what they do. They take more risk in their pass. It doesn't mean other players can't do it. Maybe not to the exact level as that player that's probably worked on that craft for his whole life, right? I'm the guy that's going to be playing these daggers into those teams, right? I'm going to play these precise pass and I'm going to play these passes into the final third. But the passes we were looking at yesterday weren't difficult passes. They weren't passes that you needed.
Simple passes.
It weren't specialist passes.
No, simple.
Just the guy showed you, play it into him, let him turn.
That's actually the reason why I think it feels like it was an instruction, because the pass was so simple that there's not a reason I can ever think of why you wouldn't play it, bro. Like I'm watching man look, invert his eyes, bro, and they're not giving him the ball, and he's like, all right, I'll just move to the next side. Then he goes to the next side. He's like, you want to give it me? Nah. I do reckon if McAllister played, they probably would have told him to do something different because I don't think he's going to be playing the ball over the top and that. But
nah, he would have played it between the lines.
He would have played it between the lines, bro. So I don't know, man. Like as I said, the players have stuff to blame for when it comes to individual mistakes and that, bro. But when I see certain patterns negative for us, bro, it's the gaffer, bro.
Hey, who said it in the chat, man? Someone said we're missing Heitinga. Bro, up the chat, man.
Maybe.
We're missing Heitinga, man. Because I can't.
That first couple of minutes when we came out the second half, we played different. It was way better than it was the first half, and then after that, with obviously Newcastle did their thing. But even I mean, you spoke about these little instructions in the game where it sees that there's a trigger to certain things. I said it to end straight away because we scored a goal. And I cannot make this up. As soon as we scored, Szoboszali went into midfield, bro. Like he didn't invert the whole time at right back, and I was like, "Oh, this is rare, bro. Like he's actually just being a right back." Because remember, Mike was saying before the game, "I hope that Szoboszali just sits there." And I'm like, "Yeah, sadly, the gaffer ain't gonna just let him do that." But he did most of the time. He just left Salah up there to do his thing. He's like, "Okay, I'm gonna sit here." Got the job right. Locked up Harvey Barnes. Was great. As soon as we scored and kicked off, I seen him invert, bro. Nobody can tell me that he just chose to do that. What? You're winning now? You're winning now? Why would you go into midfield at this point, bro? Control the game.
I said maybe we use Verts as 100 million decoy, you know.
Fucking hell, bro.
Mate, who knows at this point, man? Who knows? I'm sure it will click and we'll get it right, but at the moment, we just have to wait. But let's talk about this, man. Let's talk about a positive, bro. The man that they told us is too young, Sam. The man that they told us is not ready.
The truth.
All we've asked is please give him the opportunity and you will see. He was outstanding in preseason. He was lighting up the place, exciting, unpredictable. The goals he was scoring in preseason as well weren't normal. Like he was doing bits. He didn't look out of place. And that's what I love about him. He doesn't look out of place. Rio and Gamoa, guys, man. He's him, bro. He's him. He's here. Like, what? For one, why is everyone trying to babysit him, trying to keep him in the shackles of his crib instead of allowing him to go be on leash on these players in the Premier League? Stab, he came on against experienced Premier League players. Bruno Guimaraes, I see him step over there. And was it Livramento? Livramento. Experienced players in the Prem. This brother step over, little shimmy dummy, skip past Bruno. Then you got Livramento skinning out, trying to slide tackle him, and he put a ball into the box. But he shouldn't play.
It's one of the might be one of the most annoying things when it comes to listening to football fans and content creators and all that. So like, it's my fault for listening.
So, chat, man.
But I'm so like done with. There's a foreign player that man ain't watched that you heard of, and he's 16, and he's the greatest. He's gonna be cold. We should sign. Oh my god. Then there's one that you can actually see on your doorstep in your team. You can watch him in. You can go on LFC Go. You can see him in the under 21s. You can see him in our team, but he's too young. Let's lord over Yamal at his age. Not now. Before Yamal was this Yamal. Let's lord over that when you're watching one game a season and a couple of highlights. But Rio's not good enough. Endrick when he came through. Oh, did you see that? Endrick, you heard that, Ends. Endrick guy. He's 16. He's supposed to be okay. No one watches Endrick, bro. But this guy who's in our team, too young. I don't know what does he have to do? This is a new thing, bro. Like this is not. It's the same as always. Like if you're good enough, you're old enough, bro. That's why
Fabio is another one they saying, yo, mad. He's mad young, by the way.
He's young as shit. That's what I'm saying though. Like we never had this before, bro. It's just like if you're good enough to play, bro. That's why Rooney became Rooney. That's why Owen became Owen, bro. Fabregas, bro. These are all youths. Like, can somebody tell what's the difference between like he's gonna be 17 in this month in August, bro? In a couple of days. So what's the difference between 17 and 18, apart from legal stuff? On the football pitch, it's football, bro. It's skinning man out, bro. We took Theo Walcott to the World Cup at 16.
Yeah.
So I don't see the problem, man. All of a sudden, everyone's therapist and that his young mind. He's a footballer, bro. Did you not? Didn't you not hear him speak after the game yesterday? He just seems happy.
The way he's. If I could play it, guys, I would play it.
I love it, man. He just seems happy to play football. He's like, oh yeah, my teammates, they encourage me to just take people on, and I just would, you know what I mean? I love the innocence in the way he was talking. Like, oh yeah, like nah, with Szoboszali knows that I was in training and stuff like that. So I just looked behind him and he stepped over it, and then I mean, I keep the fans see, bro. I loved it, bro. Like, I don't even want to hear from anyone else after a match anymore, apart from Real, because I want to see players enjoy their football, bro. And he ain't enjoying it when you tell him man to warm up with 12 minutes to go, and then you bring him on with 6 minutes to go, and he still saves your ass, bro, with minimal time, with about 4 touches. Come on, man. This is football, bro. What's the downside to him? That's what people need to tell me. Tell me the downside to Rio playing.
I can't see any downsides, bro. Maybe inexperience in certain moments. Maybe because he hasn't played that moment yet. But again, how does he play that moment? Like, some players have to play it. Some players can learn it, watch it visually and go, okay, right, when Mo gets the ball there, this is what he opts to do. And he even said it. What did he say in this thing? He said, I'm learning. And I said, there's sometimes he goes, right, I can go 1v1, but then if I get crowded, I have to play the 1-2 and get the ball back in a more 1v1 area. And I'm like,
he's ready,
bro. He's ready for it.
Just let him play, man. I told you, bro, we're not asking as Liverpool fans to play him all game and that, bro. But to your point, and it's valid if that's what people probably think is the experience. Okay, Gakpo's got experience, and every time we do a watch along, all I can hear is man cussing him in the chat, telling him to get off the pitch. That's the person with experience, bro. Salah's got bare experience. He keeps making the wrong decisions. So as you see, that even if you've got experience, it's Konate not experience.
Yeah,
he's mistakes. It's Virgil not experience, but he makes mistakes. So mistakes are going to be made. If anything, bro, that's the person that I want to make the mistakes. I'm like, it's Rio when he's young, he's learning. I don't want the man who have been around for 10, 15 years making these silly mistakes. At least he's making the mistake at the top of the pitch, bro. Where's he going to harm you on the left wing making a mistake, bro? So you think that he's going to do something on the left wing, a team's going to break on us and get through a whole team and score? That's not Real's fault if that happens, bro. It's different if there's no one back.
Yeah,
you got a whole midfield to get through, a left back, a right back, a centre back, a goalkeeper. We have to, like, what we're doing. He's a winger, bro. That's what wingers do. They play the third, they take a chance, bro. Same with Virgil, bro. You brought a 10. Can you give him the ball? So then even if he makes mistakes with his passes, let him make mistakes. He's a 10, bro. That's what they do. Man think that Ronaldinho had 100% passing accuracy, bro.
No.
He didn't. And I watched him all the time. Virgil had 96% passing accuracy yesterday. 96%, bro. Give him the ball, bro. Let him make the pass, and no, it didn't work out. Okay, bro. He took a shot, it didn't work out. Okay, bro. I'd rather that than our defenders doing it. Come on, man. Like, it's actually silly, and I feel like no one ever gives a valid reason. They just say what everyone else says, bro. We can't rely on him. Who's asking to rely on anybody, bro? It's a team game. There's 11 man on the pitch, bro. I'm not asking to rely on, man. People used to do that about Salah. Oh, we have to rely on Salah. So do you not think that Salah passing the ball to himself to score these goals, bro? What do you mean rely on him? Man is helping him out, bro. It's a team game, bro. We ain't been carried. We've never had a team where one person's carried us. Well, yeah, I mean, it was Gerrard.
Maybe Gerrard. Yeah, maybe Gerrard.
Come on, man. It's I don't get it, man. I don't get it, bro. And it's fine because it's football's all opinions and stuff like that, and it's always good for discourse and to have these conversations, especially if people are being respectful. But I just don't like the fact that people just say the trigger words and the key words now, the buzzwords, but no one ever wants to give us a reason for why though. No, because he's too young. Yeah, but why though? If you ask me why he's too young to smoke and that, because it's illegal. Why is he too young to drink? It's illegal, bro. They're the reasons. He's too young to play football now. Then why is he playing for Liverpool? You do know that we brought him, innit? He wasn't born in Liverpool and was a 10-year-old. Brought him.
Sav, Liverpool took such a risk here that we're now, us and Chelsea are probably not even friends now. Our scouts are not allowed to Chelsea games no more. Brother. That's the risk we took to try and get this brother in.
Yeah, because they know the truth. They know, bro. After all that money they spent, bro, they had one in their ranks, bro.
And I guarantee you, Chelsea would have given him the opportunity.
Yeah.
They would have given it to him.
It's real, man. I'm so happy for the kid, bro.
So happy, man. So happy.
It's nice for us to have something like this in the ranks, bro. Bro, it brings a smile to everyone's face as well, man. I can't speak for everybody, but I know there's a big majority of people that want to enjoy football, bro. And there ain't nothing better than seeing a player playing with football with a smile on his face, just enjoying it and doing some good stuff, like not passing the ball backwards every 2 seconds. You not see what he done? As soon as he got the ball, he stood man up, bro. Like he didn't even
1v1.
Man knew he was warming up and he's like, listen, I want to save the team, bro. I've got a few minutes. Let me make the most of it. Talk about making the most of a few minutes, bro. So God knows what he would have done to Trippier if he had 20 minutes, bro. Because I seen him murder Tomori, and Tomori's a top defender, bro. I seen him murder him. Downloaded a bit of information. He said, okay, you're going to try bullying me. Let me just stand you up, blood. Yeah, man. Listen. Like run me my real shirt, and that's the shirt I'm getting. You lot can wait, bro. It's the truth. I've been backing it, bro. The stocks are in, bro. I have to get that 73 on the back of my top of wheel, blood. It's cold, man. It's cold, man.
Nah, it's mad. Man scores a winner on his Premier League debut. The youngest ever Premier League goal scorer. The youngest ever Liverpool goal scorer, I think it is now as well.
Yeah,
that's mental, you know.
Dangerous. Yeah. The weapon, man. Yeah, he's right. You're right, Bajan. Because me and En said that at the beginning. We said it at the beginning of the game. As soon as, to be fair, Trippier shouldn't have been on the pitch because he should have had about 5 yellow cards, bro. But as soon
imagine
as
putting him on with a yellow card. If you would have had a yellow card and then thrown Real on, there would have been curtains for him.
Yeah. They would have to bring Lewis Hall on at that point. They would have to, bro.
But yeah, as I said, the players told him in the dressing room they would have taken a touch. You know, I even said that. I said the confidence in the youth to shoot first time is mad.
The best part about what he said was when he said, "Man, I've done it. You know, I mean, I've done that 100 times in training, so there's no."
And this time with the fans here, innit? Made
bro, that's perfect, bro. His head's in the right. Like I do this in training all the time. What do I need to be? What I need to be nervous about? Unbelievable goal, bro. Unbelievable. And you know, big up the rest of the team in that moment as well, because
the football,
the whole goal, like that's gonna be one of the goals of the season. The whole goal from the passing. When I speak to you before we went live and I was on the Opta stats, you know that every person on our team got a touch of the ball in the build-up. Every single player, including Alisson.
Nah, that's mad.
Yeah. Every single player had a touch of the ball in that build-up, man. Cold, man.
Yeah, nah, and just the fact that he says the guys in the change room just told me like, yo, when you get one, just take man on.
I love the celebrations, man. When I saw Leone popped out of nowhere, bro. I just seen him. Yeah, I mean, as in Gomez and all that. I'm like, yeah, man. That's Szoboszali picked him up like he was his child, bro.
And I see Virgil pick him up like he was his child as well.
Nah, it's dope, bro. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can't make that shit up, bro. You know, he's never gonna forget that moment, bro. That's the start of man's career, bro. So that's his.
And I just hope like Slot now takes this in the memory and go, do you know what? We can use him, you know. Like I know he probably knows this already, and we're just talking, but I think this moment now has to be the moment where you go, do you know what? Give the kid minutes, bro. Just trust him. What's the worst can happen? Can the team play any worse? Can they play any better? Possibly.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy, man.
Let's talk about another guy, man, that somewhat hit the Premier League by storm. 3 goals, 1 assist. So 1 goal in the Community Shield, 1 goal against Bournemouth, 1 goal against Newcastle, and he got an assist in the Bournemouth game as well. So it's 3 goals so far and 1 assist to his Liverpool career. This guy is outstanding, bro. Sav, he's unreal. The guy scored 1 shot in 1 chance yesterday. All we were saying in the watch long, can you please give him some more chances? Because I want to see if this brother can bag everything he gets. I want to see what level this brother can really reach. And this is the reason why Eddie Howe was upset by it, man. When you mentioned about the press conference, when he mentioned about the reason why Newcastle wanted him, I went and watched it. Nah, the way he spoke about himself, this brother, Eddie Howe had a plan.
Yeah, he had a plan.
He had a plan to have him in the team, but now we have him in it, so it is what it is. But his footwork, his hold-up play, his movement, Sav, the temperament of the player as well. There was a moment when the Newcastle players kept pushing him and he was just laughing.
That was hilarious, bro.
They kept pushing him and he's just looking at him like, bruv.
Yeah, Tonali tried to foul him and hurt himself, bro.
Yeah,
that's why
he tried
Jolinton tried to push him, blood. It's like he's just grinning him, man. To that, the best one was that. Remember that shot when he was already on the bench at the end of the game. On him, he was just chilling,
and he looked like, bro.
Yeah, man.
Nah,
that's
honestly, Sam, man. He's unreal, man. Unreal as a player.
Again, man, good football, bro. Like more players to enjoy watching play football, man. One shot, one kill. What's the deal, blood? You already know. Killer, man. Killer, man. The little, oh my god, the little touches that he just, little layup. Oh yeah. That's my football. That's some kind of footballer still, man. He's cold, bro. He's cold, and he's going to be a problem for the future. And I can tell already, man. Rival fans are worried about him. Yeah, bro. You know what I mean? It's cold, bro. I love it, man. I even like obviously I want Liverpool to have the best team anyway, bro. But you see the fact that there seems to be like some kind of techie baller at each club now, or someone who can do. I like it, bro, because I like football, bro. So yeah, man, just put them all on the showcase and that, bro. That man got João Pedro and that Esteban. I hear it, blood. We got Ekitike, Rio. I hear it, blood. You get me? Arsenal. You got Eze now. I hear it, blood. Now I like it. I know, man. I like it. I love football, bro. To be the best, you gotta beat the best, don't it? So let's run it. I like it, man. This is man. Top baller, bro.
Nice, mad. Bro, as long as he because there's no way if we get Isak, bro, there's no way he can be dropped.
No.
There's no way Ekitike can be dropped. So that's gonna be it's a good headache to have.
Yeah.
But you'd have to play both players.
Maybe take Salah off, blood. What if I speak? No, but if Salah's like he weren't good in the Charity Shield either.
No.
So that free.
Can I just ask here, guys? Like in the chat, I want to know honestly, guys. Why do you think as Liverpool fans you get touchy? Maybe you're one of them as well in the chat. I don't know. There's quite a few people in here, so big up to each and every one of you. Why do people get touchy when he gets criticism? When Salah gets criticism? Like we all watched the game, right? We all seen that and remember. When you critique a player, it's in the moment, it's in that game, it's not overall. So it doesn't mean that the guy is not good. It doesn't mean he's not world class. It doesn't mean that his career at Liverpool is now a flop. It just means in this particular game, he's not doing well. Can we change it? Because like we would with any other player, if we're watching our centre backs not do nothing, like Ibu yesterday, for some people, they would like get him off. No problem. If that's how you feel. No problem.
It's like people think that like saying Salah's not playing good is attacking man's whole legacy at Liverpool. His legacy at Liverpool cemented already, bro. Like I can't do anything about that, and I don't want to. He's cold. But he's not been very good, bro. That's it, man. Just saying in the chat that he carried us for so long. When? I've never seen a one-man Liverpool squad on the Klopp and slot, bro. When?
Yeah, never.
You got like somebody having the most stats in the team and that don't mean they carried you, bro, because people helped you out. If he was doing these wiry runs all the time and every time he picked the ball up, ran on his own and scored and that, I hear it, bro. But carried us, bro. Nah, man.
Yeah, they carried us, but it's not singles tennis, bro, where a man are carrying himself and winning Wimbledon. This is 11v11. Every player is important. And like Savvy said earlier, bro, someone has to have passed the ball.
And the thing is, like, when this argument was happening last season and it was his best season or whatever like that, I was just making a point. Didn't say it was disrespectful of the GA or anything like that. Of course we respect it, bro, because the game, you know what I mean? We can't win the game without it. But what did all those people say? Call-ins and everything. I don't care. I don't care as long as he scores. Didn't know what everyone says?
Yeah.
I don't care. Okay, so when he doesn't score and then don't do anything, then what's your argument with me then, bro? Because you're basically saying that if he doesn't score, then he ain't doing anything. And don't give me the 4-2 goal when Chiesa already saved the game and then he gets the last goal, bro. The game was won, bro.
Game was won.
So that's the same argument. You can't have that other argument. I don't give a damn how he performs and all that. Okay, I hear it, but it affects the rest of the team. Because now Newcastle lose a man and it looks like it's 10 against 10. It does. And then after that, it looks like Newcastle got an extra man. And I'm looking around, and swear down, didn't I say this during the game, bro? And you knew I wasn't joking. Oh, I thought Salah was off.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know, I'm telling you, but I'm looking at the picture, I'm like, rah. I thought they'd just done some like emergency sub or something. I didn't, because he wasn't doing anything, bro. And the last time I seen him play against Newcastle in the League Cup, he didn't do anything, bro. The League Cup. Nah, you know what? It doesn't even matter, bro. Like, it is what it is.
Listen, and as I said in it, it's one of those things people are not going to agree with. Obviously, everyone is Player FC. They're not Liverpool FC. They're Player FC, which is fair. That's the way you want to support your team. Not going to tell you how to. It's just the point of we can see where the team is failing. We're trying to help the team fix it and trying to let people see the vision, but they're choosing not to.
Yeah.
And I hate I hate the word carry. And guys, I promise you, at no level in football, not from a coach, not from a manager, not from players, not one level, you speak to anyone that's clued up with football to ever say one player is carrying them. Anyone you say that, that manager is getting them out of that team. I promise you. There's no such thing as carry. Every one of us. And I've never heard Mo said he's carried Liverpool.
Nah, like I can see people's point and they make sense. Like Pop said, he said he's a moment's man, so fans expect him to be a different way. That's fine. But then that's like if some other player says, okay, for example, say Curtis says, I just like to hold on to the ball.
Yeah.
Then you not shut the fuck up about Curtis holding on to the ball then, because he said he likes it. So what are you expecting different? Do you see my point?
Yeah.
You see if Alisson said, I'm rubbish with my feet, I just like punching the ball. And then he just punched it every time. Why are you moaning about him with the ball at his feet? He said, I like to punch the ball, bro. Do we not moan? Okay, when Virgil doesn't engage when he's there for time, do we still not have something to say about it? Virgil, brother.
Virgil gets cooked now, bro.
And guess how Virgil's been defending the whole time, just like that. So it doesn't. We're always gonna say something about one of these players because we want him to do better, bro. It's not because we hate Salah, bro. Salah's the only person that when you talk about him, people automatically think that you hate him, bro. It's a crazy dynamic, that, bro. That's that straw man theory, blood.
Yeah.
And what fruit do you like, bro?
Let's say if I say apples.
So you hate mangoes, blood. So why you got a problem with mangoes for, bro? That's what I hear, bro. It's not. We're gonna talk after games and that. I don't even understand why anyone gets touchy about some of these stuff and that, because obviously we're content creators. We're gonna have a conversation on it. It's what we'd be doing in the pub if we weren't on YouTube or whatever. It's what everyone's doing in the
as I said, Sav, man, everyone that tells me that he's world class has low standards of what world class is. Because when I'm trying to tell you what my expectation is, which is higher than yours, in people's in general, they're like, nah, you can't expect that. So I can't expect world class from world class then. I just have to expect mediocrity and average games and wait for moments.
And then if not, then obviously, because I get your point there, because you're setting his bar. Once somebody says that you're world class, then the bar is set high for you already, bro. Set that
has to be.
So that means you're not going to match up Cody and Salah, bro, because none of you not even rate Cody, bro. So if Salah and Cody do the same thing, should I not be more pissed off at Salah? He's the one who's supposed to be the world class one, isn't it?
And Cody's the shit one, so
that's what I'm saying. When you set the bars on that's what happens, bro. We don't set, like, if Robbo misses a shot, we don't have the same vim for Robbo.
Do you know what, Sab? I will prove the point in this stream. I'll prove the point exactly what.
Yeah.
That's why.
Because you know my point, innit? Like, if Robbo has a rubbish shot, what is the first thing people say when it's a defender who has a shot? Ask the defender shot. And I'm on the side of, but you're a professional footballer, bro.
Yeah.
So
you should be able to shoot.
You know people take a bad penalty in that, and it's like, yeah, but he's a defender. What the fuck does that have to do with a penalty?
It makes no sense at all, bro. And that's why I say that the football conversations, and guys, listen, as I said in it, everyone has their own point of views, and as I said respectfully, everyone has their own way of watching the game. Everyone has their own way of perceiving the game of football. Some understand it way more than others. And that's like with anything in the way of life, innit? So there's some people qualified for more like for a job role that many people. Like, I can't talk about, Me and you, Jerry just spoke about this. Jerry's in the chat. We just had a whole conversation about MMA. I literally told Jerry, why don't I do MMA stuff on my channel anymore, bro? Because I ain't been in the cage for time, bro.
I ain't got time to be telling man to shift his hips. I'm telling Conor McGregor, yo, you dickhead, you need to shift your hips and that. I can't, bruv. So all I'm saying is, and you know what? The beautiful thing of this, and I love this conversation, yeah. I'm watching the chat, and man, are proving my point, bruv.
Yeah, I know.
What I just started off with about when you say something about, I'm watching man prove my point in live time, bruv.
I told you, you can't say. Big up to Gregory for the super chat. Said, you rated Nunes. What are you on about? Hypocrisy.
Big up for the chat, man. Point proven.
Point proven.
Point proven.
Point proven.
Is it, in fact, the point's proven that much that what the hell does Nunes have to do with Salah being bad? That's one of them ones, isn't it? You know, if I go and say, flipping out, Palmer was shit this game. Yeah, but what about Wirtz? What about Wirtz? I'm talking about Palmer, bro. I don't know what. the two things don't collate, bro. And people do it about our own team, innit? If man is like, oh, Salah was shit, but what did your Diaz geezer do?
Nah, Sam, I promise you, I'm gonna prove it to you for the rest of the stream. Yeah, that he's the only player in the team that can't get criticism. I promise for the rest of the stream because I've got other players we want to talk about, and I know man never gonna say stuff about these players. I know, but it's all right, man. It is what it is. But I love for the super chat though, man.
No, respect it, bro.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, supporting, man. I'll get to the other ones, guys. So appreciate them. 100%. I'll get to them as I can. Right, Jerry said he wants to. I know this brother has a lot to get off his chest.
You know what, bro? You don't understand. Like, I'm really enjoying this conversation, bro, because I just like seeing stuff like the trick. Yeah, man. Like, as I said, what did I start off saying this conversation? Salah's his legacy cemented. Didn't know what I said, bro? Yeah. So what? So
he's one of the best players that's ever graced the Liverpool.
He's one of the best players to ever play for Liverpool, bro.
Ever,
bro. And now he's one of the best players to ever play in the Prem. So it's. I don't. Yeah, and you have to understand.
And our attacker, he's our best attacker.
And you have to understand this. I watched the stream not long ago, and Mama cooking Messi, blood.
Big up, Jay.
Mama cooking Messi, bro. Mama saying that Busquets and Messi, you hear this, bro? You know why I never got sensitive? Because they were talking about Busquets and Messi at this moment, bro. And even still, they're not shit. Yeah, Messi cemented though. So what do I have to be worried about? I didn't automatically go, well, okay, you say Messi shit. What about, you know what I mean? That's what people do about Ronaldo and Messi. As soon as somebody says something about Messi, like, what's your GOAT doing? What are you talking about?
Nah, joke. Big up to Liz. Like either works. And then City said, I'm out. I'm so out. I appreciate it, man. Love for tuning in, though, man. Appreciate your time.
Oh, he's out. Nah, man.
Yeah,
I was ETQ in that, bro. I respect it, man. Came out the closet. I respect it, man.
Nah, I hear it, man.
Nah, we got your crew still. Nah, I respect it.
JJ closed that. Is that deal yet? Nah, bro. I don't know. JJ's in the office today. JJ's enjoying the conversation. But I didn't want to take out Jay. I know you got something to say, but I want you to bottle it up for a second, Jay.
No. I ain't got that much to say, to be fair.
No, you know why? Because I want to make sure the man them get their time in it. I want to talk about these players Ekitike, I want to give him his limelight because he was cooking it.
Cooking deserves it. You see when I said it's him, when I said nah, this is the guy. I saw the one clip. I mean, it was after our stream.
Yeah,
I saw one clip, one compilation. I was like, yeah, grab him. And I said to Sab, I was like, I saw the one I ain't seen it. I see one compilation. Grab the bread up. This is what I'm talking about. I don't need 55 games to see whether a player is good or not, bro. But when I go to a goals session, I can see if someone's good and I can see if he's not in the first 5. But this guy's a player. He's a player. All round. And you actually said that. I remember you saying it early. You were like, I think all round he might be a better player than Isak. And I'm not going to lie, I echo it. I don't think Isak would be able to do the dropping in deep and linking up with the midfield. And I don't think so. I think he'll be more off the shoulder.
I was damn getting death threats for that, bro. Man, were trying to kill me on stream for that, bro. No one even listened to what I was saying, bro. When I just said he was more techie than him. Oh,
yeah, I remember you were getting killed when you were saying he's more techie. And I'm not gonna lie, he is. His balance, his awareness, his ability to I've been listening. I've been doing stuff, but I've been listening. I heard like the fact that, you know, he's getting goaded into this thing, and he don't mind being the villain. He don't mind, he don't mind being he's not hiding away from it. He's like, I'll be the villain if you want me to be the villain. Cool. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna go smart foul. You want to push me about? Cool. But I'm not gonna go and do a Nunes and headbutt you in the chest and get a red card. No, I'm gonna play around to it. Cool. Yeah, push me about. Yeah, if that gets you a carded, cool. But I'm gonna do my thing on the pitch. If I've got to clatter you, if I've got to barge you off it, yeah, I'm gonna go and do that. And he's like the most two-way striker I've seen like in a long time for Liverpool, where going that way is effective, like quick, fast, strong, can finish, but he can also link up as well. Like I don't know. I don't even want to be in a situation where Isak comes in, because it's just going to block his pathway. It's just going to. You're spending 150 M's. He's going to have to play.
That's why they both have to play,
minutes.
bro. They both are going to have to play.
Bro, but if we'll get onto it, but if both play, I'm telling you now, these 2 goals we're conceding every game is going to end up being 3 or 4. Because even a certain brother I don't like,
10, bro. We might score 10.
I know, but there's a certain brother even I don't like. I've got to put my hand up. He's working hard defensively. He's working extremely hard defensively in Gakpo, bro.
He was great defensively yesterday, bro. I don't know where it came
from. But yeah, so obviously in the press conference as well, guys, they were trying to goad him into asking, about Isak, which we listened to the Eddie Howe one, and he was just like, bruv, like he answered them very well, to be fair to him as well, and he just basically told everyone he doesn't know. Like it looks like he's not privy to any conversation.
This might be the most honest manager you can get in Eddie Howe, bro. He's just on some brother. Listen, man, I'm just a good guy trying to make ends meet. Let's with my millions in it. I don't know what's going on, bro. I'm just trying to. So I just want to focus on man that want to play for Newcastle, bro.
That's it. And our gaffer said the story should be about Hugo Ekitike scoring another goal for us. It shouldn't be about Isak. Like, why are we talking about him? Talk about Hugo, man. He's doing his job right now and cooking. But let's talk about the man of the hour, bro. The man that runs with 4 lungs. Big up to Pops. That's what he calls him. The man with 4 lungs. He played at right back yesterday. Had a really, really good game, and then went into midfield and carried that on. Obviously, 2 crazy little wayward long range passes, but other than that, I thought his game was seamless, bro. Seamless. Like this is why he's needed in the team. And I know many will be like, "Yo, man, see, you should play right back." No, let's stop being stupid. And yes, I'm going to use the word stupid. No, he should not play at right back. We have right backs to do that job.
I'm not gonna lie. In certain games, I think he'd be better off playing at right back.
With Frimpong and Bradley in the team?
Yeah, I think in certain games, because when you've got that, you got that dilemma, and we kind of had it in this game where it's like,
all right, I see.
We want the legs against Newcastle, but we don't want to move Verts out onto the left, right?
Yeah, I hear you.
So how can we go and get them there? And when he was inverting, especially when we had a bit more control in games, it was actually working well. But it's new to him. Do I think that's his long-term position? No. But like Valverde, I think it's an option to have there. And I think with his energy and lungs, he's something that's always
so now we've got 3 right backs in the team now.
3 left backs. Yeah, it's always beneficial. And I think if he can play there, he's got that long range pass where he can get you out of trouble with that long range switch that Trent gave you. Maybe not to Trent's extent, but he can hit it. And look, it could potentially work. But look, he runs around a lot, and in certain games, that's going to help you, man.
All that's proven, when people are knocking him, can clearly tell the guy's a good footballing IQ to be able to just play it in a position and understand it and just play it
100%
to the T. Me and Sav was having a conversation here where he's like, when you get an opportunity to play in different positions and people make it out to like, oh, I'm so unsettled and I'm off balance on the. If you understand football, you're like, oh, so I just receive here and pass it there. Okay, if I receive here, I just pass it there. Oh, this is my man. I just need to mark. The game is easier, and all he's done exactly that. Just gone right at right back. What do you need me to do? Stop the cross. When I get 1v1, make sure my man feels the pressure. He has to go backwards. He steps inside, pass him on. Make sure I'm in the line with the track with my man that makes the run over my shoulder. That's all he did. Like what any other fullback would do. Yeah. But for some reason, because it's Sobo and people wanted him to play there, now he should play there. No, I think the problem with Sobo is that he's come in and he was supposed to be that number 10, innit? He's supposed to be that creative outlet, and he hasn't, unfortunately, whether it's in the Premier League, whether it's the system that Liverpool play. And for me, that's becoming a bit worrying in terms of the system, right? But we can obviously chat about that later. In general, is Szoboszali is ultimately he's a very, very good
utility player to have. And we had that in Henderson, we had that in Milner. And guess what? If we had signed Szoboszali for 15 million, we'll be raving about him, absolutely raving about him. But when you sign him for 70 million, he's got the number 8 on his back, you think he's a number 10, and he doesn't deliver in the way people expect a number 10 to deliver. And there's a multitude of reasons as to why that is. Then you are in this situation. But I think in terms of like him coming in, I can understand why he came in, why he played on that Henderson side when Klopp was there, because he's someone that you can. And to be fair, it was when Klopp's first season when we went down to 10 men. I think it was against Watford, or was it Wolves? He went into the DM and was dictating. And you're like,
against Spurs as well when we drew.
Yeah, and you're up here, you've got it where a man can tell, because not every player is good enough to be like, you know what, just go and play there. Hence why Milner stayed at the club for so long. Hence why Henderson stayed at the club for so long, because these players are invaluable players that they give you 7 out of 10 no matter where they play. And Sobo could play on the left back. He could potentially even play centre back. He'd be calm. He could play in the DN. He could play in the 10. You could tell him to play out on the wing, and he'll give you a decent job. Now, is he world class at what he does? Maybe no, but he's integral to what a team needs to do. Is to your point, there's no carry jobs in this. You need players like that in the team. Like every team's got that. So yeah, man, you good game from him, man.
Yeah, I think for me, his best position is going to be in the holding role, in the double pivot. I think put him in there with Graves or whatever combination, because everyone's going to be like, Mac has to play as well, whatever. But I think him and Graves will have the best combination. I think they all have the best combination. And you can put Mac as more your 10, Verts as your 10. Use these men as your 10s. Curtis can go in the double pivot or the 10 as well if you want him there. I think it just makes it more simpler for the players and understand what their job roles will be. And if worst case scenario, injuries, suspensions, then you can go, all right, we might need you to play there again, or we might need you to play here. But at the moment, I don't want to be just shoehorning players in there because of one game. I think that is reactionary. When you go long term, the player has to play there. That's his best position. I think in the game, outstanding. And I think in the moment, great, fantastic. But long term now. Long term, he has to be in the midfield.
Yeah.
Has to be.
I mean, depends, innit? It depends. Like, if you, let's say, obviously at this moment in time, maybe so, but let's say Liverpool got Wharton, all of a sudden tomorrow, then that's something that, depending on how Bradley performs and how Frimpong performs, you can actually entertain, because he done very well there. And Liverpool actually got into the Champions League, with Milner playing left back the whole season.
Yeah.
And that was that was the season when he got the most assists in the Champions League. So, like, it could potentially work. Ultimately, if players are smart, no matter where they play, they can do a good job. And Szoboszlai's proven that you can do that. And that's why he's playing all the time. No matter what fans are saying about he doesn't have this and he doesn't have that, and Virgil is coming in and he's going to have to sit on the bench. Clearly, he's playing every single game.
Yeah, that's what I said, man.
Slots rates, whatever he's given, in it. So
he does have that about him, man. I wouldn't want to play him at right back, but I do concede that there will be, it comes for every manager where there's a team that you come up against and the left winger, you don't have an answer for him, bro. So you put Szoboszlai there. Yeah, I mean, like, because for example, when man are on it, but like, say you come up against, I don't know, Vinny's on it, Brad is injured, and you got Frimpong, and he's just you want him to just bomb forward and do his job. Yeah, he's got the pace, bro, but so does Vinny. So who you put there? And then it's them kind of situations, isn't it? Just one of them ones.
Yeah, that's more what I'm leaning towards, as opposed to he's now Liverpool's mainstay right back. No, I'm not saying that, but he's someone.
That's a lot of genders online now, bro. That's a lot. That's what man them are pushing, bro.
It will do, because if people only see him as like, oh, he's the 10 alternative to Verts, and they don't want to go and see that, then they're like, oh, you've performed better at right back than some people think as a 10, which again is, I think there's a reason as to why that is. And I think we're seeing it with Verts right now in terms of why he's not performing in it. But I think, look, we'll see, man. But
there's stuff that compilations don't show, man, in it. So when was the conversation about him coming into the club and what everyone was talking about? This is the time when I was arguing certain things, but I was like, why are you sticking up for him? And I'm like, bro, all you keep saying is, why is Klopp turning him into Henderson 2.0 and that? And I'm like, yeah, but look where Trent is, and he needs help there, bro. He's doing the job. But if you watch him for Leipzig, you can't see on the highlights him running around all game, because all you're watching is him rossing the ball from outside the box and a couple of free kicks, and that's it. And then people have made their whole identity about Szoboszlai off those videos, bro. These 2-minute videos, the Bundesliga video and that, bro. He's got a lot more to his game than that, man. But his IQ is definitely high, bro. Because for Hungary, sometimes he plays on the left wing, bro. It seems like
Look,
left wing, right wing.
but that's my point. And even the dummy, even the dummy that he done, yeah.
Cold.
I listen. I'm gonna put it out there. Salah don't dummy that.
No, Salah shoots, bro. Salah shoots and he hits off Livramento, bro.
He don't. I'm just putting it out there.
The dummy was so cold, you know.
It's clean, bro.
And do you know what's the IQ of it? Do you know what's the IQ? Is that it's not he heard a shout and he left it. It's not he checked his shoulder and left it. It was the understanding of the system to know that. What did he say? Rio said that the coaches in the academy, Slot, this season, they've always told him, stay wide, hit that back post. So the IQ to understand someone should be there and the trusting of the system, that's why he's in the team. Because Slot will tell him what to do and he will do it.
Yeah. And Zabir, if you're watching, that's what me and Kauki asked you to do at the back post, bro. Not run away from the goal, run towards it. No, because that same build-up happened when playing pro clubs. The man's hogging the touchline on the left side, bro. And then he's asking end pass the ball, bro. What do you mean, bro? Just get in the box.
Hold on, were you in the box?
No, Jerry, think of the goal that you just saw, and then Rio is on the touchline, bro. On the left
so not like the ball's like with the right back and he's on the touchline. You're saying
yeah, he's on the touchline, bro. And man's asking for the ball. Imagine Rio being on the touchline. So Szoboszali, leave it. Oh, I got it, bro. Like, brother.
Imagine he said leave it and the ball just trickled out all the way to the touchline and they all got back.
I would have been so mad. Like, if I was sober, I would have been so mad. I would have
shit,
received it on the back foot, turn, swivel, and hit it. But you told me to leave it because I thought you was like 5 yards off. Nah, man was hugging the touchline.
Hold on, quick one. Was it Szoboszali the one that got fouled as well in the build-up?
No, Gravers.
It was Gravers, yeah?
Yeah. So Carby
Okay,
popped it into him. He flicked it round the corner to Salah. Salah into Chiesa. Chiesa,
I was going to
Salah.
say, if Szoboszali's the one that got fouled, I was like, even more so evidence as to why it's supposed to be in the team. Man got fouled and just ran into the box.
That was a dirty tackle from Bruno as well because he cleaned him.
Yeah.
I was like, all right.
Bruno had to do it, but not everyone was on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
When he jumped, every man had to be like, yeah, we're fouling at this point.
That job on Newcastle, man. Imagine man them coming to rush the Mandem and that, and all leaving with broken hands and ribs and that, and we're fine. That's what Newcastle did, bro. No, because I've never seen anything like that. One man, Gordon got sent off, and now he's got to miss 3 games. Cher can't play the next game because he's got a concussion. Tonali and Joe Linton are both fucked because Eddie Howe said they're done. They're screwed, bro. And then Isak don't want to play for you, bro. In one game, you messed up your whole season. Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
To be fair, the Joe Linton one was innocuous, isn't it? Because it was just Grav got to the ball first.
Yeah.
I think it was
and imagine he got the foul, and Grav got to the ball first.
Yeah. He left the pitch crying, though.
It was the groin, innit? It was one of them 50.
Yeah, when you overreach and tweet the groin.
Yeah. Because the way it went down, he was like, I think, he didn't get mad at anyone. It was like he knew, bruv, nothing happened. I've just pulled my groin, innit?
Yeah. And Tonali's got that gambling charge coming, blood, so he faked the injury. Said his shoulder was injured and that, bro. I saw him, man. Rubbing up his shoulder for 5 minutes and that like a dickhead, bro. Winding me up, man.
Just get off,
I like Tonali, though, man. I like Tonali.
He's a baller, bro. He's a top baller, man.
Get off the pitch, man. Big up to Jerkez. He said, individual brilliance run out quick. How many times can we win the last minute of games? The way that Slot sets up the team is a problem and not the players. Interesting.
Tell you where you run out, bro. You ain't scoring that goal against Arsenal. Know that much, bro.
You're not.
Yeah, them man are going in the ultimate low block.
I don't know what you guys think, but I think Liverpool have a problem where players aren't on the same wavelength at all.
Yep.
Like at all in terms of but at all where Sobo is telling man to calm down when they're on the ball. Salah, when he's getting it, he's hooking it over the top first time. Gakpo's being mad direct and erratic when he don't have to. You've got Wirtz that's trying to take his time and keep it. Curtis Jones that's trying to take his time and keep it. And I think he was actually had a really, really good game. I went on Twitter and I'm seeing he was the worst player on the pitch. And I'm like, what are we like? Like when you said people watch football differently, I was like, oh, you're seeing the game completely. You're thinking we need to just go hell for leather. When in reality, the goal came from us being a bit patient. We started to use Jones a bit more and Wirtz was floating around. I don't know. It's like, I think
and just froze
like
him in
all action. Yeah,
Okay,
Kerkez is all action, and like everyone's
I do
going
agree.
forwards.
There's like little
Weird.
pockets of like 1 or 2 players are on the same wavelength, but as a team, there's like Wirtz and Ekitike kind of know what each other's gonna do, but then other people don't. Kerkez is doing something completely different to what Virgil wants him to. I'm watching Virgil scream at man and Konate as well. He's screaming at them to do certain things. Everyone's just on their own path. Virgil is moving between the lines, like, give me the ball. And they're like, nah, we're going to kick it over your head, bro.
No, the annoying thing was like, there's so many times like the ball broke to Salah, right? And Salah, all that he's got in his head is goals and assists. He doesn't think about, let's just delay it for a bit. Let's just keep it for 5-10 minutes, kill the crowd, and then we can get our goal. He's like, no, I'm just going to hook it to Gakpo, and then gets intercepted. And that's the game they want to play. They want it to be a basketball game. And you're playing into the hands. I didn't understand it, man. Or Alisson as well. Even like little things that you just boot in the ball. I'm like, just keep Konate. Bruv, we're all keeping the ball, and he just forces a ball over the top to no one because Ekitike dropped into the 10. I'm like, why have you done that?
His French boy, his French brethren, isn't it, bro? He's like, the brother ain't got
who's his French brethren? Burn.
and Ekitike, isn't it?
Burns.
Big up to Jerkez as well. He said the new excuse is Salah is 33, 34. So he can't be world class every game. Well, why are we paying him 400 bags a week to ghost and score at the end?
Yeah, I'm not having that excuse because that's the same thing you praised him for, that he's 33 and he's doing this, and now it's a negative, bro. Nah, blood.
Yeah.
All you man want to do is talk about his abs every 2 seconds and that he don't eat pasta, and now you want to call him old and that. Nah, bro. Yeah, stick by it, bro. Nah, every 2 seconds, he's a model citizen and that, bro. He's on low carbs and that, bro. Look at him. Oh, shut the fuck up then. Don't talk about his age at all then, bro. Had enough from that, man. The man act like he's the only man in the Premier with abs, bro. Just relax, bro.
Said I'd rather put, big up Jerkez again, I'd rather put 100 million on Bruno G than Isak. Hey, Bruno G in our team would be mad,
He's cold, bro.
Nah. It was for individual quality, but this, like Sav said it a couple times, yeah, with Slot, and I tried to air it, but the more I'm watching this, I'm like, this is. I'm like, I think Slot needs to sort this out because,
Jay, you're not the only one. Pops was on yesterday. He said I can hear something in his head.
Bro, honestly, I'm watching it, yeah, and I was like, Sav did say, but I'm watching. I'm like, why? Is it the players just not like listening? Like I don't understand, right? Then this is what I keep doing. It's more to do with like Jones and like Wirtz. Is man like they're not moving the ball quick enough, but they're playing every damn game, bro. They're playing the whole game. I do feel as though like if someone wasn't doing what they're not supposed to do, they'd be off or you'd be. Do you know what I mean? But exactly. But then I don't understand why like it's on that point. But then Kerkez is staying on for so long, and Konate is staying on for so long, and then like Gakpo and Salah are staying on for so long, and Gakpo defensively is a really really good side. Get it, but like you're not making any changes, and it's like then you're panicking. It's like then you're like shit. Chiesa, get warm, and he's doing all this to Chiesa, like get stuck in. I'm like, bro, this is what Marc uses to set us stuck, bro. Get stuck in.
Get stuck in, Rev Stuart Pearson, that them.
Get stuck in.
Nah, bro, I think Van Bronckhorst give him a dirty look, blood. You know when they scored, bro? He went to the bench and that. You know, you go to the bench and talk about what we're going to do next. Van Bronckhorst give him the dirtiest look, bro. Dickhead, bro. I'll tell you.
Did I not tell you already?
I told you Leone's ready.
All right, let's talk about man like Gravenberch back in the team, sourcing up the plays. But still, bro, I still saw disrespect on the brother's name, bro. Still saw a little bit of disrespect. That he didn't play well. Even in the calling, man came in and said he didn't play well.
I don't know. People are watching, bro. I don't know. Like first, look, I think beginning of that first half, I think he was all poor. I think the only one that was there really trying to get on it was Jones. I think Grav was still going long, but I think he grew into the game, and as the game went on, he was really really good. And obviously he got the goal as well. Great take and goal. I don't know. I don't know what it is, man. I feel like if we don't play like 100-mile-an-hour football, it's not good football for Liverpool fans. So passing sideways and keeping it is do you know what I mean? He's on sideways and backwards. He's not doing anything. But it's like, bro, when I play possession football, that's what it is.
Do you remember when we was looking for a manager? It was all on stream and that G was there as well. Was talking about what managers want. I think I was saying like De Zerbi and all that. And people were talking about like how much they hate Man City's football and that. They don't like how it's slowed down and all that stuff. And I said, like, of course it's going to be boring for you because you don't want Man City to win in that. But for Man City fans, it's fine, bro. And the players you're talking about will play in that Man City team, bro.
Yeah.
That's, you know what I mean, slowing the game down and that, because it don't make sense to them. Like, why would you just not do that and force it? Why would I? I could just break the team down. Bro. There's no need to force it. And we're trying to force it sometimes when we're winning the game, which is what I said to Enz. Like, we scored. Why are we forcing it? Don't get it. Keep the ball, man.
Nah, but I think it was really good yesterday, man. And it just shows in it, like, there's just certain things within the game that most people don't get to see in it. The fact, just his positioning in at times, bro. There's moments when he's just in and around, sweeping up and cleaning up, so the defenders don't have to do it. And it might not be a lot of the moments within the game, but there's moments where you're like, oh, Virgil didn't have to clear that, or Konate don't have to clear that, or that he's just back there doing a job, or when you know they're trying to punch it into the striker, he's snapping into the tackle or being an option for that second pass and just ticking it over. I
do like the thing that they had he had a bit more personality yesterday. I like that.
Yeah.
In fact, him and Gakpo was like that because I said it to Honesty before, and he said that it's like that because he's Dutch as well. There's a calm, them Suriname guys and that. It's like this calm thing all the time, bro. Virgil's like it as well. Sometimes I'm like, bro, but man, them are bullying you, bro. So when I say Grav winding man up at the end of the game and getting Bruno, man, and Alisson over to start, man, or when man try to throw Gakpo on the floor and he's getting up, this is a Christian man.
And Gakpo's pushing his hand away as well, trying to grab him.
Yeah, man had mass that same morning, bro, and came out and cost him. Yeah, I like it. Nah, bro, I like it, bro. I need a bit of spice there. You know what I mean? I think, like I said to you, like, I didn't have.
Man said he's in the St. James's Chapel.
Yeah, bro. Because obviously, and Grav done that all on the yellow card. He got the yellow card pretty early in the game as well. I mean, it was a yellow, scissored man up like a lesbian, but I hear it. But for the rest of the game and that, he was cold. I told you the only thing I had a problem was the last goal and that. I thought he played a part in it. But that's just looking over your shoulder, but be a bit more aware on it. Because you thought he played the geezer offside. You weren't watching. Apart from that, I thought he was cold. So I don't know what problem everyone else had with him in that. But.
And the goal's really, really good as well. Like really good where he's not. And Gakpo, to be fair, you got lucky because Gakpo, he does this thing where he cuts inside, but there's no thought process behind it. It's just like, I'll cut inside, I'm shooting no matter what. If it gets deflected, if it shoots, I'm just shooting. And obviously we got the goal from that because he was able to knock it into Ekitike's space. But he could have went and done what Grav did and just found Ekitike first time. Or just would have been a cleaner process to get there. But we still got there. Grabbed there, looked up as he was doing, cut inside, feinted a bit, shifted against I'm going to hit it early. Like that was, again, a lot of IQ to know I'm hitting it early. It's going to go through his legs. That he's meant to go and put it through the player's legs. Do you know what I mean? Otherwise, you'd try to shift it again to hit it. Really, really good finish. And yeah, I don't know. I liked that at times when we had that bit of control, when we were keeping it, and it happened every time we scored our goals, apart from the second goal, which obviously we hit them on transition, right, really early. The two goals, so the third one and the first one, was after a sustained bit of control where Grav and Jones were dictating the game. And when everyone seemed like they were on the same wavelength, Kerkez was getting it, he was just giving it back to Jones. Jones was giving it back, he was giving it to Grav. Before, in the game, we were giving it to Kerkez. Kerkez would take a touch, the ball's mad heavy, he then boots it, we lose the ball, or we win the ball back, we're trying to straight away go on a counter, and we're like, why are we forcing this game? Like, this is what St. James want. Just keep the ball and make it dead. The fans will get annoyed. All of a sudden, they're going to get tired, especially when they went down to 10 men. They're going to get tired, and you open them up. And the third goal, you showed it. You kept it for a sustained bit of time. You went, I think you went into thing. It went forwards, back to go back out. Like that's just basics. Up, down, over. Like you do. This is just patterns you do all the time. Through, back, over. You go and create the overload on the other side with Rio, and you score your goal. But it's just about being patient. But you need everyone on the same wavelength. But when you don't, and you've got players that, like, I don't know, like why is Kerkez doing this inverted thing? I don't know. Like it's not him. So he's like, I feel a bit sorry for him in that regard. But then again, Carnival, Kerkez, Twerkez.
Let's talk about him then, bro. Let's get into it. Obviously, I'm gonna probably be slightly different to what you guys think. I thought the first half he was good, but there was moments letting a cross come into the box from Elanga. I thought, should have probably done better. Didn't even attempt, and Sav was right. Put his arm behind his back. Should have just tried to block it in it. I think that. But other than that, I thought like a lot of the long ball, because they tried to play the same way that Bournemouth played, didn't play the long ball over the channel to him at the start of the game, like the first 20 minutes, half an hour. And I felt like he dealt with a lot of those duels and won pretty much all of them. So apart from 2 moments, I would say like holding man off in the wrong way. I know you man are gonna cook him in a second, but holding off Bruno G, in my mind, the positioning of his body tells me a guy that thought the ball was going over and he thought, let me shield him and let the ball go out for a goal kick. And obviously that's him just misjudging the flight. I'm speculating, assuming based on his body position, because that can't be of a man that thought that's the best way to try and put someone off that's going to try and jump for a header. He would jump for a header himself.
Best way to catch a wine.
But I'll let you guys go, man. I didn't think he had that of a bad game as much as you guys are going to cook him, but over to you, man, bro. Is it Kerkez or Jerkez, bro?
Right, go ahead, Jerry, man. That was full-blown twerkers, blood. That was Carnival Kirks.
Yeah. I'm going to be quick, man. I kind of said it when we got him. I didn't. That wasn't my first choice. I didn't necessarily see the hype. I spoke about Anthony Robinson, Nori that were high on my list, albeit he won Player of the Fullback of the Year. But it seems I'm struggling to understand why we got a player like him if he's going to be inverted and doing the role that Robbo did last season. Because I believe Robbo was doing that role because of his age and because he didn't have the pace to get forward and up and down. So you kind of protect Virgil, but also protect Robbo and not leave him isolated. He's not overlapping. He's making inverted runs. He's a bit erratic. I think his touch isn't great in certain areas. He hasn't started great. I think what epitomized it for me, right, is Elanga in that first half was cooking. Elanga and Gordon were cooking, both of them, by the way. And obviously,
I disagree, Jerry, man. I don't think Elanga was cooking, bro.
I don't know. He put in a few fair. I can count about 5 crosses he put in that first half where I'm expecting him to stop the cross.
He done his job from crossing, and I'm not gonna disagree there. I'm not gonna disagree. But I feel like when we use the word cooking, I feel like that means every time he was 1v1 with Kerkez. Because again, that's the moment. You're versus that guy. There's moment when he made out to in runs and they played him in. You're like, okay, cool. There's moments when they just whipped it down the line and then they play a little 1-2 an overlap and then he got the cross in. That's fair. But when they were 1v1 against each other, he won one race and lost the other one. But that was one time.
No. So but that stuff is fine. But that stuff is fine. But what I mean,
he pinged it over, he won those
and I think we caught them offside as well, which is fair. But for me, right, and it wasn't just Elanga, it was then Fabian Schär. Fabian Schär got the ball. This is a centre back. He's dropped the shoulder left, right, crest turn, and he still put the ball into the box.
Yeah,
Elanga did the same thing. Now, we know Kerkez is fast. That's probably why he's playing in the team. This is why we wanted someone younger to have a bit more pace, add a bit more pace into the team. But I think I'm struggling to understand why he's in the team to do this role, because his attributes or the things that got him into Player of the Year, I would assume, were going that way. It wasn't him being some lockdown Julian Timber type centre-back or Ben White. It was about going that way, about the overlapping runs, about the balls into the box. He hasn't been able to do that. He looks like he's just happy to be there, if I'm being honest. And when we spoke about twerkers originally, we're like, bruv, like, act like you've been here before. It seems like, I don't know, like if I went and played for Liverpool, oh my God, like it's happened out of nowhere. I'm just happy to be here. Like, and
but yeah, he probably is because he's what, 22 or 23?
No, he might be.
20, sorry, he's 21. Yeah, bruv, it's mad.
There's a 16-year-old that we can obviously we'll chat about that comes in with just a swagger and hits it first time, and he's like, yeah, I know I'm here. I know I'm scoring this. I don't need. I'm not. I know I'm meant to be here, and I think that's the level between the great players and not. And now look, it is early on. I'm not saying give up on the player, but I'm struggling to understand how he fits into this team. He's not some lockdown defender, so he can get got at, and he doesn't stop crossing. See Robbo. That's the one thing about Robbo. Robbo, even to this day, so good at not allowing the cross to come into the box. So good at that. How many times has he gone in? It's gone out for a throw-in, gone out for a corner, gone out for this, gone out for that. Liverpool's fullbacks were always good at that. Right now, it seems like, especially down that left-hand side, any cross you put in, bruv, it's coming in, it's going inside. That's
mad because team used to target the right, now they start targeting the left.
And the thing is, they were targeting the right because the guy's out of position, but Kerkez gets back. That's the thing, you know. If he was going forward and the areas were being hit, I know people would still criticize Kerkez and probably be like, "Why is he not there?" I wouldn't say that, but when I'm seeing Elanga 3-4 times just always doing it, you know, I'm not even going to do anything mad. I'm just going to shift and cross, and you can't stop the cross. That is a worrying concern for me. And I think
there's a few times he did though, bro. There's a few times I want to balance the argument because I feel like it will make it look like
I guarantee you it was 5 times in the game. He let 5 crosses come in.
I can remember Elanga getting a couple.
Elanga made. I saw the stuff after the game. Elanga made 10 crosses, bro. The crosses didn't go to him. No, bro. I'm not doing it because of Kerkez. I saw the stuff after the game. You lot can check, bro. They didn't go to anyone because Gordon ain't there to head the ball in it. Because I remember it kept going across Alisson, bro.
And Joe Linton missed one and all of that. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. And I'm saying 5, but it was actually 10. So I'm trying to be balanced. And I'm trying to say I'm not. My reaction at the time was he's crap. He's actually Moreno. This is Milos Moreno. Yeah. But I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to be balanced. And I said maybe it's the system. I don't understand. I'm trying to say maybe the manager's not using him, utilizing him correctly. But I'm not rating what I'm seeing. I'm not rating him on the ball. I'm not rating his IQ. You see, you talk about Sobo's IQ. I'm not rating it. I'm not rating the fact that Virgil, they're training every day and Virgil's still having to tell him where to go. Like us, man, as a coaches, telling our players where to go.
Nah, there is players like that. I've had players where man have to keep him on my side of the pitch. Like, yo,
that's my point.
You know, players, you have to go. He has to play on my side because I'm gonna have to tell him where he needs to be.
Exactly. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, it don't look great. And when you compare it to how Ekitike's taken into this team, right?
Yeah.
Again, being in a similar situation, less of a preseason, right? Where he doesn't understand the plays. And there's probably more pressure on him because it's like you don't score goals, especially now with your career signing. You don't score first 2 games, saying 002, 003. They're looking for 007 and stuff. Yeah. He's coming in, he's taking to it like a duck to water. Kerkez for me is the one that's really struggling out of the signings that we've had. It looks like he's drowning. And when people are looking around and they're like, Tsimikas, Robbo, can you come up? That's concerning. That is concerning.
That's what I was going to...
You spent 40 plus mil on this guy.
That's what I said he came on, bro, because I'm only based off what we've seen so far in it, because I watched a few games of him last season. And like I said, the game I saw he was good in was against Newcastle last season. That's when he scored. And
when he scored the goal, right?
Yeah. But that's why I asked the question, man, because I'm like, what does he do better than Tsimikas, really? And he's got more legs than Robbo. Yeah, I get that. But you said the name just, bro, and that hit me straight away because that's what he reminds me of, bro. He plays like Moreno, man.
Just bags of energy in it, just energy. Yeah, but there's going to be moments of...
I was watching that in the game, but he plays like an angry child, bro. Like he's been told off and then he's huffed and puffed and I'm gonna, the man them like, you don't want to get him angry and he just starts running around. That's what he plays.
It's you know what he felt like? It feels like he's trying to prove something when you don't have to, bro. Just come in and be calm and play football. You don't have to prove nothing. You don't have to come in and I feel like that's what he's playing. He's playing with weight of, I'm playing for Liverpool, so the excitement there. He's mad young as well, so that part of him is there as well. But he's also playing. Obviously, the last game, Semenyo dealt with him so mad, from an aerial, just bullied him. So this game, I felt like he came in and he wanted to be more aggressive. He wanted to show, no, I'm not rubbish in the air. I can actually win headers and stuff like that. So I felt like that. But it's just the other side of it now, innit? Just listening to your team. Yeah, he's getting loads of information and he's not processing all of it really quick. Like Virgil, then that man, and I feel like he's just going, and then that's when crosses are coming in and he's just flustered. But I think once he settles, man, I think
you don't want him to lose confidence on top of playing like this, bro, because he can get dark, bro. He can get dark real quick, bro. Especially when Slot panics and goes, you know what, I need to bring one of the other 2 back in. Like Tsimikas was about to let you go in that, bro. But you might stay.
But this is the problem, right? And this is the problem. And unfortunately, right, I know we talk about, oh look, he's young, he's this. But this is the pressure that comes with playing.
Yeah,
football.
I know.
It's
true.
the same way of like on the weekend I was doing some academy stuff, and it's like some of the kids are nervous, and I'm telling the parents, this is unfortunately it's the reality. You have to be able to thrive under pressure, right?
Yeah.
And he's come to Liverpool. It's not going to take a lot now for Robbo to come in, have a very, very good game, and that's it. And that's it. And it ends up being Kwanzaa. It ends up being Nunes, where you just that's it. And what doesn't help is he's been asked to do a role that he's not done. He's in field. Like that's 10 times. That's a 10 times harder job, right? So then it goes back to like the whole recruitment thing, where like, were they not on the same page? Was this just a fullback that they could get, or was this someone that they wanted? Because he's not coming in and doing what he did at Bournemouth. He's not doing what he's doing at Hungary. And I don't know about you, but he doesn't seem to me like the brightest tool in the box. Like he doesn't seem like some IQ heavy player that can just pop into midfield and play like that. He looks like, again, bundles of energy, gets forward, aggressive, can be very, very effective. But he's not coming into midfield and doing up inverted, and like, that's just not his game. But that's what he's having to kind of do.
The inverted thing selling him out a little bit, man. You didn't sign it. There's no evidence of you seen him play like that before to sign him for that reason, bro. And you mentioned the two people at the beginning, especially Ait Nori, bro. Like if you're gonna sign someone to play like that, that's who you sign on it. Because defensively, there's not much difference between them. So then you're looking at what they can do going forward. He plays like on the overlap, bro. He just wants to bomb down across the ball in. Old school.
And he's got a really good cross on him as well.
Yeah, he
bro.
does, and there's nothing wrong with that. But they're sounding him out doing the other things. He got inverted, looking confused. Virgil's shouting at him to do certain things, and he doesn't know. So then he just defaults to going, well, I know what I'm supposed to do to get aggressive, and just like try
the default settings.
Yeah, bro. But it's I do feel bad for him a little bit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. But he also doesn't like somebody who just won a competition and he got the golden ticket to play a charity match for Liverpool, bro. He's not gonna make a witch kid.
Yeah, but that's what the biggest worry is for me, and it is like how long with someone, especially with someone that young, right? And you're talking about like confidence, because he's similar age to Kwanzaa, he's similar age to. How long do you leave it, right, until you go, bro? We need some experience in, and all that takes. And bro, we're forgetting Robbo's a double or 2-time title-winning fullback that isn't getting games. At a certain point, it's gonna come in, and you're gonna be like, oh. The experience, I get it. Where Virgil starts to say, "But I prefer playing with Robbo," and you know these things will happen. You know, like where Sot will ask him, and he'll be like, "Bro, I'm not gonna lie, Robbo did that. It's a bit better." And then Sot's like, "All right, cool. We're gonna play that because
Virgil look bad. If it starts to make Virgil look bad, the man are like Virgil made another mistake, and like because he's covering for something, then yeah, you're right. Them kind of things. Yeah.
And then it's like it's a long way back, because when someone like a Robbo starts to play well. He's got so much credit in the bank. It's like you play. A la Konate and Kwanzaa, where Konate had a lot of credit in the bank, more experience. You just play, and then you get that rhythm. And then when that rhythm's there, that backline don't change like that. You're coming in for Simicast minutes, and then you're dealing with a player that's out of confidence.
Yeah. And the man starts playing in the League Cup and the FA Cup and that. And like honestly, just made the point, was Robbo great when he came in? This is where people miss the point when they're trying to give them things. When Robbo came in, we weren't trying to win the league, bro.
Yeah.
There's a difference between trying to get top 4 and become a Champions League cemented team and then winning the league. We're at different stages now. So what Jerry just said, the pressure is the pressure, bro. I don't feel bad for any of them, bro. You're millionaires and you want to play for Liverpool, you want to play for the best team. Sorry, that's how it works. Otherwise,
and look, with Robbo, and when we signed Robbo, let's be honest, he wasn't in player of the season. He was in a relegated team that we signed for We signed to play for like 7 million or something. There was no expectation. There's no expectation. Like we signed him, and probably a lot of us weren't even thinking he's going to start. It was like, just competition for Moreno. Like that was the dynamic. No one knew Robbo would go on to play it the way he's playing.
Exactly.
With Kerkez, there's a lot of expectation. You signed him for 40 million, probably the most expensive left back Liverpool I've ever purchased. Right, fullback maybe even. How much was Frimpong? Similar price,
30 something.
So he's probably more. So so Kerkez is probably the most expensive fullback Liverpool I've ever purchased. He was just in Player of the Year season. There's a lot of expectation, and I think it's right that we start looking at it and we're like, hold on, like, all right, going forwards for whatever reason, and there's like we spoke about system, you're not doing your thing, but then defensively you've got to be showing us something else. Like, all right, cool, I know I can't do this, but I'm going to do the basics. These are things that we criticize like Trent for? Letting crosses come into the box and he's there, but he's not. Like, just because you're giving effort doesn't mean for me you're having a good game. Do you know what I mean? If the outcome's the same, it means you're trying hard, but you're still not good enough.
Mm.
So,
I think they'll get it though.
I hope so.
What about Cody then, lads? Cody got 2 assists on the day. Got kicked about for ages, but the referee allowed a lot of it to go on. But he did do a lot of defensive work as well, because I looked at his numbers to kind of give it context to what we were seeing. Bro, he actually had a really good game yesterday, you know. But a couple of moments you'd probably say he could have probably made better decisions. Like what you said, Jay, in terms of like when you can just give it a bit quicker and make it a bit cleaner in times. Yeah. And then there was one cross he cut in and he played it to Mo. I'm like, I've seen that cross a lot of times and I've not seen goals. I've probably seen maybe 1 goal from it, maybe 2.
Yeah, that cross is getting silly now. When Jerry,
can we stop doing that? Yeah,
Jerry was talking all that season about being predictable. The problem is now both of them do it to each other, but Gakpo's the only one who's going to actually score from that cross because Salah's not going to head the ball. So when Gakpo does, it makes him look like an idiot, bro. It's like crosses it and Salah doesn't even run for it. It's too predictable. But that is what Cody's game is, though. What he does is very predictable. It's just like when he's really good at it, can't really stop it, innit? But when it's not, it doesn't look good, and then he starts ghosting, and that's when you start getting mad at the manager because you're like, brother, it's getting to that point in the game now. What we're used to, where Cody starts, you know what I mean? He starts, you know what I mean? Tommy and James and Patrick and all that, blood, you get me? Ghosting up the thing, and it's like, yo, because then it becomes like, yo, bring real one now. That's the point.
Yeah.
Don't throw Gakpo under the bus. You know your players, bro. Now bring real one because it's fading.
And that was my thing. Is like I always, again, if he's on form, he plays. But my biggest gripe with this whole Gakpo Diaz thing is you always start the players that, especially with the way Stock wants to play, when you're playing this possession game, it can't be predictable. The runs and the kind of patterns can be predictable.
Yep.
But when in the positions that Gakpo is picking up the ball, you can't have Gakpo and Salah and then have like a Nunes up front and try and play like possession football because you know they're so predictable. You like as a defender, you know what they're gonna do. It's just with Salah, you know you can't stop it. You just can't stop it when he's on form. And when Gakpo's on form, you can't stop it. He's 6'4", right? He shouldn't move the way he moves in terms of even like his pace and stuff, right? But he's running with you, cut inside. He's got a mad shot. But you need to have a bit of like mix up when you're playing possession. That's why PSG have that forward line that they do. Because it means that a Kvaratskhelia might attack you, but he might not. He might cut inside. He might not. He might switch it. He might decide to come inside. That's what Diaz provided us. And I know some people didn't see it, but it's not necessarily the player, but it's the profile that I think we're missing. Because now you've got Mr. Predictable on the right, Mr. Predictable on the left. And if it's not working, which it hasn't, Gakpo was decent yesterday, but which it hasn't been working, especially with Salah and on the left-hand side, who do you have to change it? You're saying Chiesa, he offers nothing at this moment in time. I know you got the goal, but in actual build-up play, he doesn't offer a lot. And then Rio, and you're asking a 16-year-old to do something. And look, if you're going to trust him, trust him.
Yeah.
But yesterday, you didn't really trust him. You just said, I'll just come onto the pitch because we're probably going to draw this game. That's the way it felt with me. It wasn't like, oh, no, I'm bringing you on for 10 minutes to go because I think you're going to do real damage. And if you're not going to trust him, then we probably need someone in the market to go and offer. It doesn't matter who it is, but someone of that profile that's a bit more unpredictable, which means you can put him on. And you saw with Rio, the first thing he done, he drove at 2 players and got across into the box. Gakpo didn't do that once. He didn't once say, I'm going to go in. There's no overlap from Kerkez anyway. I'm going to take you down the byline and whip it across the box.
There were 2 moments that Kerkez did give him an overlap, but he chose to ignore him.
Oh, Jesus. Exactly.
He ignored him inside and didn't reverse it. And I'm like, that would probably be the better option. In terms of his game yesterday, man, obviously, I think the expectation from how everyone views football is going to be differ to what they, in terms of how they rated him. But as a winger so far this season, he's got 2 assists in this game. He scored in the last. So far this season, he's giving us the requirement us, right? He's scoring and he's assisting.
Yeah, because I think about the thingy more than anything, just the way he plays, man. But I've always been like, that's why I was like that with Diaz as well. It ain't so much the goals and assists for me because we're always going to score. Because his assist is his assist, bro. But yeah, you gave the ball to Gravenberch like 2 yards, and then Gravenberch's done everything else. It is your assist though. Like, I don't count that towards his performance. I don't need to. Like, that's not anything outstanding. You did what anyone else would have done. But he was really good, bro. And yeah, the defensive work was better than I've ever seen him defend, to be honest, bro. So yeah, man, big up to him, man. But he's right. Jerry's right, man. That you can't be predictable, man. It's horrible. It's horrible as fans watching it, bro. So I can only imagine the other teams are just like, yeah, if this is what you're gonna do, we know what you're gonna do, innit? Even Salah's, Trevella's crosses are becoming predictable, bro. Man, I'm just standing there now, like, all right, we know what you're gonna do, bro. Sometimes you can't stop it at all because it's so good, but yeah, man, when you have them kind of defenses, Dan Burn and Sherbler, they're laughing at them kind of things, bro. It's just that they didn't work for them, innit? They're blocking it in that.
I wanna ask the chat though. Do you guys think he had a good performance yesterday? Just be honest, man. Yes or no? Did you think Gakpo had a good game yesterday? I'd love to know where you guys ahead are at with him as well, in terms of his performances. Just yes or no? Do you guys think he had a great performance or a good performance, or nice, still not yet? That's what I'd love to know. What you guys think?
My big thing is that I just don't know whether he can be the main left winger for the whole season, like the guy, like the equivalent to what Salah has in it, where his backup's a 16-year-old kid. I don't think it's that, because he's not like, you know, like Robin was predictable as well, but the Robin just couldn't stop. It's like if Gakpo's on that level like that, it's like, yeah, do whatever you're doing, because every time you cut inside this rap, you know, like even Bale at one point became that proper predictable for Tottenham. But every time you cut inside, it's danger. That's what Gakpo kind of needs to be in it, but he isn't. It's like, it's all right performances, isn't it? Like, I know you got but we're not sitting there thinking he's best player on the pitch, even though we got 2 assists. Yeah, it's like, it's all right, but you got your 2 assists.
That's what I mean, innit? So there's two ways, right? On one hand, you go, the reason why people wanted players out the team, they didn't contribute enough to the team, right? And it wasn't based around performance. That was our thing. We've been probably one of the most ones when we come to talk about performances. Everyone else kind of papers over the cracks and go, who cares about performances? It's about contribution, right? I'm not saying people can't change their outlook on the game, and maybe maybe people listening in for a while now probably changing their thought process around games, and they're like, nah, I want to see performances as well. But the fact is, he's actually contributing in his position. And if we probably look at the league this far in terms of wingers with GNAs, which a lot of people give credit to other players for, he's probably up there so far for wingers in the Premier League, if not probably the standout one so far.
Definitely.
Do you know what I mean? So it depends on what way now. So is people changing the outlook in terms of we want to see performances maybe, and he probably doesn't get the just reward at the end, where it probably doesn't get the goal, maybe get block shots, or the pass ain't there, but the performance was there? Or do we want a winger that is probably don't have a good game, but still contributes? And the reason why I bring it up, because guess what happens on the other side of the pitch? That's what we judge man for. So I wanted to ask everyone to see,
100%.
I'll come back to it. I wanted to see where our head was at, because that's the reason why we say we don't care about the performance. Just make sure you contribute.
Yeah.
This is the worry.
Not praising Gakpo for what I criticised Salah for. That's what Scraps just said. I hear it. That's because that's the right thing to say, bro. Like, you can't be cussing one man for it, and then the other guy does the same thing, and you're praising him, bro. So it's like,
like, because I know obviously on this chat, as you said, we've been like on the stream, we've been very like performance based as opposed to it's all about the numbers, right? But what you're seeing, and again, I think this brother's we'll chat to him, but he's gonna starve this season. His brother's anorexia. It's Auschwitz starving, right? Because of the way Ekitike play, because of the fact that we're gonna use Verts, because of the fact that, do you know what I mean, we McAllister's even on that side, and we're gonna be a bit more left side dominant now, right? Trent's not on that side, and all of that. Everything's gonna be going down the left, and what you're gonna see is Gakpo, his performances, I think it will be very similar to last season. I think there'll be games where you're like, he's on it and the shots. There'll be other games where he's not, but he's probably going to get his GNA because he's in the Liverpool team, he's in the right spots. And just like that, you got 2 assists from, when you're looking at it, it wasn't no brilliant assist. It was like one of them was a poor decision to shoot, and then you tapped it into a man. The next one, you kind of give it to Ekitike, but it was like all over. It was just like a melee, innit? It weren't no like nice, incisive through ball. You know, when you think of a good assist, it weren't like a lovely pass. My man on the other side now is expected to do what Gakpo were doing in terms of like in Diaz, where all right, you're not. It's not on down that side, but when you're getting it, you're doing something. You're creating. You're moving. My man's not doing that. Defensively, is he helping out like that? No, he's not. And what Gakpo's actually doing, when I say he actually had a decent game yesterday, is he done that, but defensively, he's still working as hard as he did. He's not doing that. I'm standing up front and I'm just waiting for the ball to come to me. It's still my man on the right, but my man, right now he's looking old. Let's be honest.
It's gonna get dark when Salah's. You know what I mean? When the drought's on for Salah, bro, when he's not used to it, it's gonna get dark, bro. Because as I said, even Salah's goal against Bournemouth came from the left side, bro. He had to go over there and grab the ball himself, bro.
Yeah, like we're not playing the ball. That like we're just left. It's left tilt. Everything's left because Ekitike is on his right foot, Gakpo on his right foot,
and Trent's gone.
Trent. People don't understand what Trent was offering down that. Like they don't understand it. When I'm telling people, this is why, because now you've got someone that the only goal really Salah's going to score again and get a lot of the chances are going to be those back post crosses or a pass that's found in there. Like he's going to have to make runs to the back post. That's not Salah's game. It wasn't last season. A lot of the time it was going through him. Everyone played through him.
Yeah.
So he's getting loads of touches, loads of time on the ball, and look, mad effective. But how are you now when the ball isn't going through you? When the play isn't going through you, are you still as effective?
I think he had 45 touches yesterday from the stats.
Yeah.
And I think Gakpo had 42. 42? Might have to double check it, guys. You guys, I know there's stats guys.
When the rest of the team start adapting to that, realizing they don't have to just give him the ball every time, they'll get the ball even less. Because I saw as soon as Bradley came on, that's where some of Salah's touches came from. Because Bradley wanted to give him the ball, bro, but it was like pointless. It's like Bradley runs for the whole team and then just gives the ball to Salah 1 yard, bro. I'm like, brother, what is the point of this, bro?
Might as well just go in it. Might as well go
all he does is every time Bradley gives it him, he cuts on his left and crosses it to the back post, and it just went out for a throw-in. It's predictable. You just want Gakpo to be there at all times, bro. He ain't going to be there at all times.
The only way it would kind of work with this number 10, right, is because this is what I'm saying about the system. Is Vert is, you can see he wants to operate in that left-hand side pocket, right? Which means that he's not in the center. He's not like number 10. I'm just staying in the center and I'm linking everything. It's I'm pulling over to the side that I prefer and I'm linking up with the players that are there. It means that Salah's left wide and isolated by himself. But when he gets it now, he ain't got the pace to just go 1v1 and attack you. He hasn't. Like he's not going to be that. So I don't know. It's gonna.
We'd have to figure it out.
Yeah,
I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will figure it out.
I think Salah will still get his, but I think it's going to be half the amount. So it's 15 goals and that maybe 6 assists.
As long as
it'll
the
be
rest
that type of season,
contributing and
exactly.
Goals,
and if Liverpool do well, it doesn't matter. But for the Salah sexuals and the people that are backing Salah and all of that, it's a travesty. But there's always reasons as to why. But what I'm saying is you've now spent 120 million on a player that is predominantly is left side focused, and we're going to try and find him as much as possible because otherwise, how are we going to get the best out of us?
Yeah.
If we had Cole Palmer, someone that's left footed, he might drift to the right, and then Salah is. Do you know what I mean? He's got someone there, but it's not going to be that. So we'll see, man. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll get there. Konate, bro. This man got the most crash outs yesterday. Still, I can't lie, bro. I'll throw him under the bus, get him out.
He threw himself under the bus with that last goal. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah,
he threw himself. That was the final.
Jay, to be fair, Jay. To be fair, yeah. To be fair, there's on one hand you have Dan Burn being probably one of the best I've seen aerially in the Premier League ever.
Brutal, that's a brutal.
And then on one hand, you've got a centre back that is good as well, and he roughs certain man up in the Premier League. He's been roughing man up for years, but he has moments of craziness in him where he just acts like a kid at times. But that pass, yeah, and Jay, obviously we can talk about it. Sav will talk about it. I didn't expect Ibu to win that ball. One, it's traveling. No, Jay, just hear me out. It's not like it's a whip cross where we're jostling and we can jump. The ball's traveling and that burn is pushing him and he's traveling. So they're both tussling, but Dan Burn is coming to Dan Burn. All he has to do is meet it. He's holding Konate. Konate was never going to win that draw for me, just because of where the ball was traveling, the position of Konate. I don't think he would have won it. And I'll paint you the picture. Virgil lost that to 2 headers to Dan Burn as well. And I rate Virgil in the air.
No, he did. But guess what? Dan Burn didn't win the header.
Yeah,
it's come off Konate's back. Bruv, that's a simple, I'm sorry.
Go on,
drop. You drop, and all you do is just let it hit off your head. You just let it come off your head. It's just win the first. It's not about jumping and smashing the header. It's about just winning the first header. It's just about getting that first. We've done this. Like, trust me, you've done it. It's about dropping, using your feet, and dropping. And what he's done, he's stopped, and then it's come off his back.
Yeah,
that's the one. That's the one for me. And the passing was off, but he's completely mistimed it. He's completely he's frozen as opposed to just dropping with the ball. It happens all the time in the Sunday League, all the time. Where the ball's like this, you got someone in front of you. They might be similar height, and the centre backs. It happens in youth football. Centre back just misses it, and now it's through. But we've done that so deep, because
he's
that for me was the one where it's like,
into his head as well. He's getting dragged up like a child. Like, Dan Burn's not just letting him stand there; he's dragging the shit out of him, bro. And this is what happens if you get Konate into a fight. Then his focus is off a little bit. So then all he has to take is one step back. He gets that header. He doesn't. It hits off his back. And then, as I told you, like, Grav didn't look over his shoulder, bro, and he thought that my man was already offside, and he wasn't. He wasn't offside, bro. And then it's too late. That's why Grav's so close to him when the ball goes in. And then, to be fair, I don't even know what Alisson was doing, to be honest, bro. Even though
if Alisson wasn't gonna get that, he's expecting. That's my point. He's expecting. He's watching. And he's like, Konate is just gonna win that. Like that is in the position Dan Burn was in. You know, he was backing up like this, right? He was backing up against Konate like a pin man. So the worst case scenario, he was just gonna go and flick it.
Yeah.
Worst case, it wasn't a ball coming from a side where he has to compete to really attack the ball. It was about just letting it bounce off his head.
Yeah.
Because the worst case scenario would have been it comes off Dan Burn's head and it probably goes up, or it just because he's not going to be able to flick it because of the way it is, or it's coming into his chest. He's going to have to hold it up like a target man.
I've never seen one.
I've
never seen one man cause Liverpool so much problems, bro. Not like
I saw Salah marking Dan Burn at one point. It made me feel sick.
Oh yeah, bro. On the corner, I saw it straight away, and I was like, "Did you not learn from the League Cup when McAllister was doing it?" This geezer, bro. You see players like that who early they know their own strengths, so they just play to that. That's Dan Burn, bro. I saying to end while the watch along's going. I was like, brother, where is this you playing, bro? Because I know where he's set up to be the centre back, but he's everywhere, bro. And then towards the end of the game, it's like Newcastle, like, just go up the top of the pitch and we'll pump the ball up from Pope and it's just like every time, bro. And that's what I said to Ends, like, it's what they're gonna have to work on in training because there's a few teams in the league they don't have a Dan Burn, but they will fight you, bro. And Liverpool are never good when we get into fights with people at centre back, bro. And I think I said it was Nottingham with Milinkovic and Morello. Plymouth when we tried that, and that was a different centre-back partnership, and they tried to bully us as well. Newcastle is always going to be a thing. You know what I mean? And Everton as well, bro. Because they'll use Tarkowski and Thingy, or they'll use Beto blood and get bullied. Man want to fight. That's what happened to Everton against Everton last season. Beto, who man won't even rate him like that, came and started bullying up Virgil, bro. And then Calvert-Lewin the season before that handbag, bro, and he ain't even good.
I said, I think Konate is protesting his level of play. I hear it.
Well, what's your thoughts on this? Because I know you were quite, you know, when Trev was doing this, you were considering maybe dropping in, maybe sending him to the under-21s.
Who was that Trent?
Yeah. What do you think of Konate? Is this unacceptable?
I think Konate is staying, bro. I don't think he's that. I think he's staying. I don't think
I want to trend in under 18s.
No, I said throw him in there, bro. Run the shoot, man. No, but Konate hasn't come out and said he doesn't want to play for us. He's actually said he wants to stay here, but man, them have to pay him, innit? And if you don't pay him, guess who's coming calling? But that's nothing to do with his performance. Could he have been better? Obviously, but it's not the worst performance I've seen. I've seen him play worse than that.
Do you think?
But 100%, bro.
I'm not sure, you know.
Nah, bro. There's games when you like get him off the pitch, like, bro, when everything he's just fouling, man, running into the back of players.
Yeah, last time.
No, but you know that stuff. But that stuff's, that stuff can be mad. But you know that stuff, unless he's getting red carded, it's cool. Like you're stopping the play at times. My man wasn't on the ball. I couldn't believe
No,
it.
that's a lie. No, do you know why it's a lie? And I think it's missed because I looked at the stats for his passing and it made logical, like what I saw. Brother, he had that one of the highest passing percentages in the team. I think it was certain passes he made that people looked at and then went, "Oh, his passing was shit."
The long ball, and it's the long ball. When we had
the long ball, bro.
Yeah. When Newcastle were doing that mid block and that, and I said to Enzo, "Why don't we just keep the ball?" And then Konate's like, "I'm just gonna kick it long now," and Salah didn't move. It's just like, yeah, there's a waste of time, bro. Just keep the ball, man. But I've seen him play worse than that, though. When Leeds were in the Premier League last time before they got relegated, we played Leeds. And I think they beat us in it. Somerville scored in the last minute or something.
The last minute 2-1, yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a finish.
Bro, he was terrible in that game. Bro.
He like losing out on duels where you don't think he's like second to everything, and then he's
remember the ball slipped onto his foot and that, bro, and then that's where the grab man and nearly get sent off and all that. But yeah, man.
Maybe so. I'm not gonna deny it, but I think in a long time,
it's been
a long time, like in a long time. So for me, I'm like, this is.
Everything.
And the thing is, it's back to back. It's like last game you were quite bad. This game you're quite bad. Like in pre-season, at times you were a bit all over the place. Like it's a recurring theme for me anyway.
Together with him and Upamecano, bro. They used to do it like every 15 games, just have a stinker, bro. And they'll just
together.
We'll just be trying to bully man and get it wrong, bro.
Bro,
don't get
94%. Sorry, Sav. His passing was 94%.
Exactly. So the percentage where he missed the pass was the long ball. But check his long ball passes.
Yeah, it's the long passes.
Apparently,
again, I expect it to be high. I expect it to pass him to be high.
Yeah, he didn't complete one. He had two, and he didn't complete any of them.
Yeah. That's the one, man. I remember them vividly, bro. Like just kicked it over man's head and.
But that's what I said. I think that then everyone just goes, nah, he had. I didn't. Obviously, a lot of the passes were like side to side, backwards to the goalkeeper, and then retreating and getting it back, and then just playing it to Virg. But other than that, bro, I think it was just the 2 ones he tried here when we was just like when he was like, "Oh, I need to move this ball forward," and it looked mad. And then from there, I see people like, "Nah, his passing was shit," and I'm like,
I think there was a couple times as well where he's pushed up to like Gordon or whatever, but he's been nowhere near him.
Yeah, like there's the one when he grabbed him and threw him to the ground. Yeah, when he grabbed him, I was like, all right, cool.
And I think there was a couple times where he stepped in, but he's in no man's land. You know, like that, or he hasn't stepped in. It was more that type of thing throughout the whole game where you're like, brother, what are you doing? And it was just like, it was that was it. It wasn't necessarily. I think I think it was just summarized with those 2 long passes. You know, when even that's not coming off now, and you're like, oh, you know what? Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. I always feel like, and I don't think everyone does it, but I think most people that I see when you have it's like there's moments within the football game and they go, right, he made 2 bad passes. That means his passing was rubbish. Then there's moments when he just looks lost. So you put that in there and then you just accumulate that as the whole game.
But it doesn't help with everything. It doesn't help with everything what's surrounding him as well, because let's be honest, a lot of people are just making up get him out because of the contract thing. Like if his contract was fine, would man be saying get him out when he has a bad performance at all? They wouldn't really be doing that, innit? Because they were loving him before, but now it's like, hold on a minute, you ain't signed a contract to that. And then being linked to Gray at the same time doesn't help him, bro. Because Gray's the opposite of Konate, bro. Like he's the opposite, bro, because he plays calm, innit? He's not trying to get into fights like that. So then, yeah, I mean, you're almost offering the Liverpool fans what you could get if you get Gray instead of having Konate there, bro. But even with Gray, bro, there's going to be points where, and teams you play against where, like, Gray is not required, bro. You need a Konate, bro.
And also as well, man, as I said in it, Guehi is a very good defender. But let's be honest, guys, he's not played at this level yet. He might come in and the shirt might be heavy for him as well. He might come in and the red shirt might be just a bit tad too heavy. Like when every week, like there's no protection. It's just defense versus.
It might be.
Do you know what I mean?
I think Liverpool's biggest problem. I think Liverpool, 100%. I think Liverpool's biggest problem, to be fair, right, is although and you kind of alluded to it, although we've gone and spent money on transfers, we've replaced a lot of players. We haven't like strengthened the team. It's not like we're adding this player to this squad and no one else is leaving. It's like, bro, like whether it's a tragedy or Diaz leaving or this or that, like we've lost a lot of players and we've just replaced those numbers. The squad doesn't look any better, doesn't look healthier. You've just replaced it, and the only positions you can probably look at and be like, yeah, we're better in them at this moment in time is maybe as a forward, which is Ekitike. Because even right now, let's be honest, If Wirtz was on the pitch, if he wasn't on the pitch, if we're playing Szoboszali, McAllister, and this, the game would look exactly the same. Like he's not really impacting the game at all like that. So it's like, is the team better? I don't know. We'll wait and see, innit? Like we've replaced players.
And on top of that,
we have to wait and see if they're better players, but we haven't improved the squad.
Yeah, that's what I think as well. And on top of that, is the manager better, bro? Or is he a scrub blood?
All right, man. Let's run through the last bit.
That's me, bro.
Let's run through the
He wants the reason. He wants to talk about it.
Is he a scrub or not?
We're going to run through the last remaining topics that we have.
I'm joking.
Allow the gaffer, let the gaffer breathe for a second.
Bro, Spot 4-5 was in full effect yesterday, bro.
Let the gaffer pass.
He's been breathing, bro. He's been breathing in Ibiza, man. He took an early holiday after the league. He's been breathing.
Let my gaffer breathe, bro. He's got 2 in 2. Let him breathe, innit? Let him breathe. He's trying to embed the new man in the squad, and it's not looking good at the moment. But we're winning.
Yeah, man. So far, Chiesa real saved him, bro. Both of the players that don't want.
Hey, I'm on the side of the majority, man. They say we're winning, man. Who cares about the performances? But Gordon tackle, bro, that was mad. Still, get him out. Like he tried to write off Virgil yesterday, you know. Like
I hear it though.
So much worse.
It could have, but I hear it.
What you say? Right off the skipper, or just anyone? Just leave one on, man.
Yeah, leave. Like I'm not gonna lie in it. I was the type of player, bro. The striker, the first challenge, bro. He's getting crunched. If I get a little caution, I'm like, ref, look, first 5. I'm sorry. Like, do you know what I mean? Head loss. That's it. Like he had, like, they were on it, and obviously, in hindsight, it's poor on them. It is a red card, 100%. But for them, I hear it. How else is he gonna get? How else is he gonna touch Virg? He's losing every battle in the air.
See how far he ran from to take him out.
That's my point. To be fair, you'd want man ducking down, ducking your centre back like that.
Yeah,
you'd want it. Unfortunately, and it was a red, innit? And it was a red. So it's what it is.
I've never seen anything like that. He had the realization mid tackle that he fucked up. He tried to put his leg out the way, and then he was like, "Virg, I'm sorry, man."
He's already apologized as well.
I swear to you, bro. To this day, I've never seen a conversation like that on a football pitch. He took Virg out. Virg was smiling. He's like, brother, look what you did.
He grabbed his
Virg went and tapped his shoulder. Like, no,
Gordon grabbed Virgil's legs like, who scratched you? He said, that was you. He said, nah, that weren't me. You was in a forest or something. What happened to your leg, bro? He said, that was you. So you know you got to get sent off. Like, Virg, just quiet, blood. Curtis is my friend and that, bro. Like, then he got sent off and Virg tried to rub his shoulder in that. It's like, it's unlucky still, blood.
Virg said it. What was the comment? Virg said, if you don't get sent, he said to him, if you don't get sent off, then I don't understand football no more.
And smiled at him.
Nah, Jerry, it made it worse because I'm telling you, bro, like, the way the camera shot was, in the corner of the screen, I could just see that somebody got took out. So I just thought it was Kerkez and Gordon in it. Because then when we went back, Kerkez was losing his mind, bro. Like, he looked like he wanted to kill someone. I'm like, oh, it was all that. Then I seen Virgil hobbling with his shin pad down, like while he was talking. I'm like, hold on. Then Virgil sat on the floor. So what the fuck?
Yeah.
So what happened to him? Then I said to end. Bruno tried to grab him. Bruno was like, yeah, Virgil, let me help you up. And then Konate was slapping his hand out the way. So don't touch them.
What I found proper funny, right? I know the challenge. I've had challenges like that in it enough times. You know, non-league. That's enough time. That's just the normal thing, right? But why did Virgil roll around 4 times? I was like,
Virgil
he
was milking it. He was selling it,
milking it. Because he knew it was the velocity. But when it happened, he knew, bruv. I just know my sock is down. But he looked at his leg, bruv. He's had worse in games. You couldn't see it because he's got the sock in it. Yeah. Like, someone stepped on the foot. But obviously, he's looked at it and like, I'm going to get you sent off. Because, bruv, Gordon was walking off and he went, like, gave him a hug. Like, he was like, but it's all going to be all right. I'll buck you after the game. I was like, what?
Bruv, Gordon had to put the apology. I've never seen a player apologize so quickly in my life, bruv. On his Instagram, he was just saying, sorry, man, to the fans and to Virgil and that. He said, I told him I'm sorry, and that obviously he understands. It was just a game. I tried to win the tackle because I wanted to get the energy up in the stadium and stuff like that.
You can tell because remember when Fingy did it, bro. Me and Enzo was crazy. I said in the preview, I promise you, Dan Burn is gonna throw these tackles in and then gesture to the crowd to get up. He tried at the beginning of the game, and then there's one part where he left it for Salah. Remember, Enzo?
Yeah.
Salah, and then charged up his tackle to kill him.
Yeah.
Yo, this keeps
the thing is, The thing is, you see the Virgil one, yeah. The reason why I find it so funny is that I've never seen anyone press Virgil like that. They don't press him. Yeah. And sometimes you have to, sometimes, yeah, when you're like, when you're storming the castle, you have to just go for the king, bro. You have to go for the king. It's none of this. We're getting around, we're fighting. One man just goes straight for the king, and yeah, you probably won't get him, but you have to show that he can be touched as well.
Yeah,
that probably, even though he got red carded, right? That probably riled everyone up. Like, nah, Gordon went for Verge. Yeah, you can go for Grab. You can go for them, man. Kerkez, you can have it as well. But Verge has that aura around him where usually, bruv, there's so often I see him take that touch and it's a bit heavy because he's not heavy, but he punches it in front of him so he can hit it with his left foot. And that's his weak foot. No one charges him.
Nobody
at non-league. You let him get. You have to first time.
You're gonna have to chop that back inside.
Chop that back inside, or you're touching it forwards to play. But he's touching it like he's about to take a set piece, and like no one's pressing him. Just gonna allow him to do it. Yeah, duck him down. Unfortunately, though, he mistimed it, and it was a red. And good for Liverpool, isn't it? But yeah,
was it good, bro? Because I think we would have probably done better if he was on the pitch. Because for some reason, Liverpool they went into.
I think we lose that game. I think we lose that game if they've got 11 men on the pitch. I'm not gonna lie.
The ref
lose it.
The ref was rubbish all game, to be honest, bro. Yeah. That wasn't a good refereeing performance. But man, trying to be the hero and that, bro. Just letting Trippier kick up our players and that, man.
Nah, man. All right, man. Let me get the FPL update done, guys, and then we'll head out. I know most of you, man, see where I'm at, bro, because I don't know, man. I ain't doing too well.
You want to talk about how the gaffer mugged off Wataru, blood?
Yeah, maybe.
Man, what did he do? Put him on the pitch for 18 seconds when no one was looking. Bro, the advertising board didn't even go up, bro. Man just ran on.
When did he come on?
Jerry, do you think that Salah had the whole game?
No.
That's when he came. When Rio scored and we were celebrating, Rio scored in 90 plus 10 and the game finished in 90 plus 12, bro. That's when Wataru came on.
What? Endo came on for Salah?
Yeah, I didn't even know when I was watching it.
I thought Elliot came on for Salah.
Nah, bro.
No, Salah played the pass.
Yeah. Salah played the pass, celebrated, and then came off. And then I saw Wataru blast the ball once, and then the game was done. In fact, I need to check how many touches he had at the ball. It got to be one.
All right, guys. FPL update, man. Let's see where you guys are in the fantasy league team. All right, bro. I'm not in the top 5, man, which is annoying as hell, but it is what it is.
Is your son still up there?
Yeah, he's 6th, bro.
Yeah, man. We know who knows the tactics in that family, bro.
Hey, it's not about taxi. If you're just lucky in it if you choose the right players, bro. Allow me, man. But yeah, Liam is top. Akij is 2nd. Oh, fucking hell, bro. Cat is 3rd. Adair is 4th. Lewis is 5th. And Real is 6th. Let me see. I'm gonna scroll through though, guys. If you see yourself in there, you know what I mean, then you know where you are. Okay.
While you're scrolling through, I'm gonna read your Wataru stats. Minutes played, 1. Goals, none. Assists, none. Total shots, none. Passes, none. Chances created, none. Fantasy points, 1. Touches, none.
I just came on and ran around.
Man, something on for the sake of it, bro.
Hold on, are you man still like doing this? I'm gonna have to retire, bro. I was shit.
Nah, bro. Look,
I don't do this. I'll just forget. Once I forget for a week, it's over with.
And Sam, I did, and I forgot to take Frimpong out my team.
Yeah, it's over now. You might as well just
I knew it would happen because I know once I figured, like, that means I played with like 10 men, like Liverpool, bro.
Yeah. Once you miss a week, it's done. So done.
Yeah. I'm seeing if you see your name, guys, then you know who you are. All right, there I am. I made some good points though, man. 24th. All right, made 50 points.
24th is relegation in the championship.
I know, no, it's not, bro. That's not with.
You're in League One.
I'm mid-table at the moment.
Nah, blood, you're not, bro.
Mid-table.
You're Forest Green, bro. Forest Green, no. Nah, man.
We're gonna stay up, but we got to build for next season.
Nah, you're woken, bro. You're Haverton Waterloo. You're Partick Thistle, blood. It's over with.
No,
Queen of the South, blood.
We're building for next season, bro. We're building for next season.
Your Maidstone United with Elakobi and
that. I'm building for next season, man. We just need to stay in the league.
Yeah, building for next season, brother.
Yeah. It's 2 games in. Hey, my boy Dan, he said 42. That's crazy. That is crazy, Dan.
And doing the MLS thing, you know, man's building for next season and that, bro. You don't get relegated from this league, do you, bro? Just like
no. Yeah, there's 50. There's 50.
So hold on, you're playing this season with hopes to be better for the next season.
No, Jay, I've got to stay focused, bro. And this is to test me if I can stay focused or not. That's what it's there for. Right, why is it only showing 50 teams, bro? Right, cut it off. There's actually 52 teams. So I'm on my phone. So the 2 man that's in 51st, SH. And
hold on, is that honesty at 50th?
Nah, but you have to understand, Jerry. No. Before you start listing the man them at the bottom and that, you have to understand some of the man them didn't do the first week.
No, but Sav, your points come across. Because one person joined and he went top. Yeah, one guy joined late and he came top. He was top. You got in.
No, if you miss the first week and then you don't get the Liverpool game in, you don't get points for the Liverpool players.
No, bro, you get obviously if you have Liverpool players, if you don't, then you won't get the points for them. But if you already created your team and you got points, if you join a league, you go in with your points.
No, that's my point. Some people didn't, because remember, like we were doing it on that day and people were asking for the points and the games had already finished from last weekend. So technically, they're better than you, bro.
Nah. These man had their team. These man went in there fresh with their team, bro.
You're saying it's honesty. Honesty saying here, he's saying, yeah, he's in relegation in League 2.
Bro, it's so bad.
Can you see his team? If you click into his team, can I have a look at
his team? Yeah. Hold on.
Let's see his team saying.
The game don't even want to show his team, bro. That's how bad it is. Raw.
Where is his team, bro? I clicked it. Oh, there you go. Salah got him 5 points. Virgil got 6. Tarkowski got 2. Yeah, this team is meaty still. I can't even lie, my bro. I can't. You probably well deserved that 15th place. Bro, you got Joe on the bench with 15 points.
And that's Maz Muniz on.
You got your two. If you put on the 2 strikers on your bench, defender and the forward, you'd have had an extra 20 points, bro.
Who's that Spurs player in midfield?
Kudus.
Kudus has been good as well.
Virgil captain. That wise man said Virgil captain.
man got grinders in that.
Grinded, man. He put the Dutch man them in there, bro. The Dutch
man. Bro, these guys are so Dutch boys. It's unbelievable, honestly, bro. I swear, man.
If you see, I see when Sam said about his coach, man, give my coach time.
Bro. As soon as you mention Slot, he gets emotional, man.
He said, "Give my coach time, bro. Give my coach time."
See, you're pronouncing Slot wrong. It's Slot or whatever.
But shout out to the man them that's 51st and 52nd though. You man ain't even on there.
Slot.
Yeah, you man ain't even there, bro. Do you know what? Let's look at. Let's see my son's team, bro. Why has he got some ballers, bro?
I told you, bro. That's the tactical.
But why Salah
he
got
didn't
10?
even change. He didn't even, because he did captain. He gets double points.
Okay.
But he didn't even change him. He took and Palmer's, bro. He could have had way more points. You're real. You're a waste man, bro.
He killed himself with Eze as well. He killed himself with the Eze one.
How are you calling your son a waste man, bro? Bro, this geezer's like 18 places ahead of you, bro.
All right, cool.
You might have to take the wins out yourself, bro, from now on, bro, and cook him. I don't know, bro. Because if he gets any darker than this and he gets more points, bro, Benz can't talk. Nothing to him, bro. Yo, son, shut up, blood. Talking to him.
Nice. And it's true, he had 3 players. Even though he's made that much points, he's had 3. And Palmer, really, if he weren't injured, would have played. Frimpong would have played. And Eze, if he obviously didn't move to Arsenal, would have played.
So his team's that good and he still has 3 people out. Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Is that Wolves players on the bench? 2 Wolves players?
2 Wolves players.
Who's that?
Fraser and Pond. I have no clue, bro.
Man, you know what your son's done there? He had leftover change in it and he needed players. So he just picked
that man in the team.
Yeah, bro.
And it's mad there. He's put Rare because I was like, oh, Rare. And he's like, yeah, man, he's going to get way more clean sheets than Alisson. I was like, yeah, that's true.
Everyone gets more clean sheets than Alisson, bro. Alisson lives on Skid Row, blood. Dirty sheets everywhere, bro.
And said, how do I join from next? Now, you don't have to join next season, bro. You can join now.
Yeah. You're just going to be in a deficit early, but you're going to be 50
Yeah. So that's the code, innit? If you guys want to join, that's the code. That's the code there, bro. Throw the code in, save the code, screenshot it on your phone, whatever device you're watching it on. And then, you know what I mean? Join in, man. Join in. But yeah, it's crazy, bro. I wish, hopefully, you can do better next season. As I said, I'm building. As long as I stay mid-table, try and get into the European spots. We're good, man. We're good, and we build from there and go into next season in a stronger position. You know what I mean? Look, it's a long season, bro. 38 games. We've got 36 left. You know what I mean? Let's see what the signings happen in the next 6 days, and we can chop and change it, bro. Yeah, man. All right, then. Jay, big up to you. Sav, big up, man. Appreciate you guys as always, man. Big up to the chat. Big up for all the super chats as well, guys. Did I miss one? So yeah, maybe I missed one, blood. This is the one here from Tron. It was a question. Sorry, I wanted to get you guys' opinion quickly before we go. Panel, why do you think the team's not clicking? Sorry, late, but I didn't. Speak on Vert's impact too. Just quick answers. For me,
why they not clicking? The Dutch shoot.
The Gaffer's tactics.
Yeah, I think it's the Gaffer's tactics, and we play too quick.
Yeah, need to slow it down and be a bit more patient. All right, let's head out, man. Peace out, people. Go and enjoy the rest of the day, man. Love for the love. Out.